Cause I'm a wheel-born baby. Always burn down the road. Yeah, I'm a wheel-born baby. Always burning down the road. I'm a wheel-born baby. This life never gets old. Come on, wheel burners, yeah, burn with me. Come on, wheel burners, yeah, burn with me. Oh, take a ride now on the Wheelburner Express. Yeah, Wheelburner Express, baby.
Surprise! Surprise! No, I'm not looking down at my dick. I got crumbs on me. I had a cookie for dessert. What's going on, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages? Happy New Year. Hold on, roll a window down here. Got a guy with an APU about 3 trucks down. Can you guys hear that? I just want to make sure. Yeah, rig pig misfits are allowed. You're looking at one, Jack. You got it, Shorts. You got it, brother. Again, you guys can't hear that APU, eh? As long as we're good, because I want to keep this window down. I got a nice night. It's 11 degrees out here right now, so I don't want to roll the window up if I don't have to. That, and I'm getting tired of using half a bottle of Windex in the morning to get all the vape off the inside of the windshield and the windows. Thanks, Craig. Excuse me. So, I'm assuming that you're here, so you made it through the year. Everybody do all right? Sold my Buick, Brian. Didn't know you were selling a Buick, Steve. For tonight and tonight only. Let's go Bengals. Oh, God. Fuck off with that. Get bent. Get bent. Now, before we get too many, I got so far behind in the comments last week. It was absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And for those of you, just remember that contest is still running. If you get a picture of me or my truck, I'll even tell you I'm in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I'm not telling you where I am, but I'm in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I'm not usually out this far west. Usually I'm on the eastern seaboard. But I'm pinned to a flatbed load. I've got what have I got? I got reels of cable, and I'm actually delivering like a quarter of a mile from here. So, but that's where I'm at. I'm in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So just to let you guys know, I want to see you all come running up with your cameras. I'll be on the lookout for you. Just don't touch my truck or I'll shoot you. Anyway, Jerome Jones is in the house, international man of mystery from Clarksville, Arkansas. When I was little, I've got family in Arkansas, down Little Rock. And when I was little, I thought Arkansas was Arkansas. I thought that's how you said it, Arkansas. And then I got cousins down there, and they'd come up here and they go from Arkansas. Fuck, man, learn to talk. But I until I don't know how old I was, I thought Arkansas was Arkansas. Anyway, Jerome Jones is in from Arkansas, Clarksville, Arkansas. Edgewood, hit that love button, not the love button. Oh, the love button on the, you and Dar playing around again. Okay. Edgewood's in the house. Randall's here. What's going on there, Randall? Jesus, you've been taking some heat lately, boy. Fuck. I don't get involved in it, but, you know, I look at it and see what's going on, watch a couple of minutes of it, and then go, nah. But, yeah, you've been taking an ass whooping lately these days, son. Short says, oh, my. Hello, Shorts and Randall. Victor, good evening. What's going on, Victor? I don't want to butcher your name. Is it Victor Maya? Is the J silent? Because you're not obviously Maja. I don't know. Maybe you are Maja. I'm assuming it's Maya or May I. Dude, I'm Canadian and I failed French miserably. So fucking any kind of Hispanic name or something like that, not gonna fucking happen. Sorry. Dar's here. Of course she is. I'm here. Of course I am. Look at that. There's my boy. There's my boy. I was talking about you with somebody else today. Mayus. Okay, Mayus. Mayus. Is it Mayus or Maya? Maya. Okay, the J is an H. Somebody else, Mark, was saying some nice things about you today. I told them that they were nuts and they must be lying to me because I didn't believe a single fucking word they said, but whatever. They said that they don't know you, but they've seen you on me and they've seen you in other people's lives and chats and that nomadic Brit and da-da-da-da-da and nice guy and said, oh, fuck. I'm like, all right, Mark's got you fooled. He's an asshole. Good evening, everyone. Craig Hall plays on the freeway. Hey. I see hey. I think Fat Albert. I'm showing my age here because anybody else old enough to remember the Fat Albert cartoon, right? And it was the Fat Albert. Happy New Year, everyone. Best wishes. Back at you there, Steve. Back at you, man. I'm assuming everybody had a decent New Year's. That's an assumption. I'm assuming, right? Robin's in the house. Hey, y'all burners. What's going on out in Manitoba, son? You guys finally get some heat out there, or are you still freezing your balls off? Rig Pig's in the house. Yeah, Misfits are welcome here. What the hell? Nope, no noise. Sounds good. Plays on the freeway. Can't hear it from here. Good. Still parked, no freight. That's not good, brother. Still parked is not good. Mr. B's and T's. Howdy from North Carolina. Happy New Year, everybody. Mr. B's, Happy New Year to you, sir. Good. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. I'm glad you made it through the fucking New Year's, man. Greg Atkinson, another Northern Canadian, good Northern Canadian boy. Glad you're here, Greg. Bobby Kohler, good evening. For the Grand National, we talked 6 months. Fuck, Steve, you expect me to remember something I talked to you about 6 months ago? Dude, I just ate dinner 15 minutes ago, and I can't tell you what the hell it was. Don't have a clue. I'd have to reach in the garbage and whatever it is, I'm not eating again. The Grand National we talked about 6 months ago on your live. Was it an 86, 87, or 88? Lady Boomer, I made it. Well, you know what you need, Boomer? You need something that when you put your comment in, like you get, you can do it with TikTok or even Facebook or sometimes even with your text messages. As soon as your message hits the screen, like you get a boom or something really cool like that. Go truck yourself. There's one of my good members right there. Hey, brother. Hey, bro. Cordova. Dude, I drove right through your neck of the woods today coming out here, out to Iowa here. I was actually I was pressed for time, but if I wasn't pressed for time, I was actually gonna slow it down before I pulled through Chicago just to see where you're at, if you were in the area. It might have been a little late for you. You're probably got your Spider-Man pajamas on. You're getting ready for bed. Yeah, we need a boom boom. The only hi Kai. Hey Kai. I'm gonna fuck that up. I did last week. I will this week, and I will next week. Just so I'm consistent. Dor saying hi to Cordova. Boomer. Take Cordova's wrench. I can't take Cordova's wrench. Cordova to me, Cordova is a horrible, horrible thing out in the world. Aren't you, Juan? You know it, Juan. Cordova is a horrible, horrible thing, but he's like my cocaine. It's a horrible fucking thing, but I just have to have him. I gotta have my Cordova in the morning. I just gotta have him. So can't take his wrench. Sorry, Cordova's with me for life. He's gonna be my bro for life. Victor just became a member. I appreciate that, Victor. That's good of you, brother. Really do appreciate that. Appreciate your support. You know, the dues that you guys pay for your support. Believe me, Dar and I aren't out, jet setting around the world. It pays for a lot of the shit that you guys see. It pays for the pad, the iPads, the computer work, the StreamYard. So when you guys do throw that money in there, it is appreciated. I hope you guys realize that. So Victor, appreciate that, brother. Really do. Snorlord, the Metalhead Viking Caveman Trucker. Dude, happy birthday. It is Snorlord's birthday today, ladies and gentlemen. He is 51, not looking a day over 59. Everybody wish Snorlord a happy birthday. Good live today this morning, Steve, by the way. I was in there, but good live. Good job to you, man. Rig Pig, how many U.S. states have you been drove in, Brian? I've driven in all except Alaska and Hawaii. I've been to, well, and I guess Puerto Rico, isn't it? That's a territory, but I've done them all. At least once. But I've done them all. I'll agree with that, Cordova. Yes, Shorts, you are an a-hole. Cordova is a meanie head. Now we're getting nasty. Meanie head, you're bringing out the meanie head, Shorts? What's crackling, everybody? Havana Holt? Man, a little early for you. You guys probably still got your pajamas on. 3 hours behind us. I'm actually not even in my own time zone, so I'm starting late. It's 10 after 7 in my time zone. I'm an hour behind that because I'm out in Iowa. So, yeah, it's only 10 after 6 here. But that doesn't mean I'm going till fucking midnight because I still got to get up in the morning. Go truck yourself. You see Vlog's video? I guess he's out of the trucking game. That sucks. No, I saw a notification for him today. But, dude, if I stopped my truck for every notification that came onto my phone, I'd still be sitting in Michigan right now. And then, like I said, I rolled in here, had enough time to throw together some dinner, grab a drink, puff a vape, talk to Dar for a few minutes, and then go live. So I'm going to do all of my catching up on all of that, on all my notifications. I'm going to do all of that once I get off here tonight. Helps me. I go through it and watch it, and it just relaxes me before I go to sleep. Uncomfortable. Cordova loves you, baby. There you go. Everyone's saying hi. The new Iowa 80, woot. What are you talking about? The new Iowa 80. Well, where I'm hanging out is the new Iowa 80. No, I'm up on off the 380. It's right there. I'm looking right at it. They're going by. Dar, hey, Havana, Logic, Neo, near the Iowa 80. No, I'm past that, dude. I'm up in Cedar Rapids. About 40 minutes past. If you go past the Iowa 80, get the 380, and go up, what is it, about 10 miles, 12 miles? Everybody's saying hi. CJ Hartley, new here, Neo. No, Neo is not new. Neo's been around for fucking ever. Fucking some people wish Neil would go the fuck away. Not me. Love you, Neil. But just saying. I'm about to give a big ass whooping. Well, you go right ahead. Well, depends on how much ass you want to give away there, Randall. Going on another health kick. Make Chubby Wheel Burner join me, Dar. Dude, you can't keep up, Juan. You can't keep up because now I'm down to 225. I weighed myself out yesterday before I left. I'm down to 225, and I've only got 15 pounds to go, right? I'm only going to 210. So, sorry, son. You got to move pretty fast to keep up with this, old man. You ain't got it there. Sorry. I can beat you down to the 215 before you can lose 5 pounds. I bet you I'll lose 15. No, actually, that's not a fair race because I bet you I'll lose 15 before you lose 10. If I know Cordova, he's going to have a fucking Stairmaster. He's got a Cascadia like me. If I know Cordova, he's going to have a Stairmaster in his truck, and every time he's parked, he'll be sitting on it. Dar's going to try. She's doing one herself. Yeah, Dar's actually working real hard on that herself. Everyone's saying hi to CJ. Wait, did you say it's 11 degrees? 11 degrees. Yeah, I'm out in Cedar Rapids, dude. There's nothing. And believe it or not, I've got broken cloud. I don't have like a clear night, but I've got a broken cloud. It's a nice night here. Nice night here. Boomer, me, you guys talking, classic show, yeah. I generally try to conduct myself in a proper manner. And you know what, Mark? That's what we love about you, buddy. Always a fine British gentleman. That's a lie. Because if I can't even fucking say it, it's got to be bullshit. Always try to conduct myself in a proper manner. There you go. 11 degrees, Mr. Bees. Yeah, sorry, Mr. Bees, 11 degrees Celsius. Celsius. I keep forgetting you guys are, 11 degrees Fahrenheit to you guys is freezing. Are you nice? I cleaned today with castor oil, lost 5 pounds in one day. My gut. Yeah, you found that nickel you ate when you were 7, didn't you? Cordova, did you have a blowaway? Yeah, he probably did. I guarantee you. Yeah, blowout. Everybody's saying hi to the Brit. Everybody's saying hi to the Brit. Mr. Beast, yuck, burr, yeah, screw it all. That shit is 50. Okay, so 55, fixing to be 65. Don't be such a puss. Don't be such a puss. What's going on there, Bull? What is going on there, Bull? Love that song, that little opener you got there. You are welcome. None of you guys would have any of that if it wasn't for this cat right here. So you are well. A matter of fact, TJ, I'll be expecting my fucking 20% mob style kickback any day now in the mail. 20%. You guys are welcome. He did a really good job on that, didn't he? Oh, fuck. The guy just backed in front of me, and he still got his headlights on. He's got his high beams on. Fuck. Hold on. I gotta sit. I gotta try to get the. There we go. Brian, once you're toast, you can never be bread again. You got that. Bull of the Woods. Hello, Dar. Hello, Brett. Craig. All right, everybody say hi to TJ. Plays on the freeway. Why didn't you tell me, damn it? Got stuff for you. You know what? I know. Damn it, I want that coffee too. I really want that coffee. Damn it. But hey, you know what? I'm reloading. I think I'm reloading out of Peru, Illinois tomorrow. And that'll probably be reloading sometime around 11. sometime around 11, I'll be up there. I'm usually in there for 2 hours, so that's say 1 o'clock. And then from Peru down through that whole area there is only whatever. I'll be back down through there probably early afternoon tomorrow. So why don't I do this? Why don't I just send you a message once I'm loaded in Peru and I have a time frame, I'll send a message and see where you're at. If you're not in the area, fine. But if you are, then I can detour up 55, 57, or any of those to come up and meet you if you're up there. I don't mind. Mr. B's can't stay tonight. My queen found a copy of the Endgame on Blu-ray. Do a nice chill night. Atta boy. Well, you know what? That's all good, brother. We appreciate you at least popping in and saying hi. We really do. You got it, brother. We are. Cordova could make you stop making Cordova, could you stop making videos, please? I've quit smoking, started exercising. Still contemplating the supplements, however. Just kidding. There we go. Welcome back's in the house. Happy birthday, Snorlord. Everybody give it up to Steve. Mark Lewis is in. Hi, Spanner Hands. Sorry, man. Don't know what Spanner Hands are. Snorlord's birthday's today. TJ's is tomorrow. You guys go check out Bull of the Woods. He's another good-looking bearded guy. Doesn't look a day over 80. Fucking check him out. He's now got himself a kicking little opening song. Love it. Done by the one and only Mr. Campbell. Everybody's still saying hi. TJ mine tomorrow. Bull of the Woods. Welcome back, TJ. TJ's 55 tomorrow. 55. Brendan's in the house. Hey, Brian, hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, you know what? New Year's was a charm. Dara and I, fuck this guy. His headlights are killing me. New Year's was no big deal. We went to Dara's mom and dad's, and we hung out with my mother and father-in-law for New Year's. One of my daughters, Maddie, with us. It was a really nice night. Had a nice dinner, relaxed. I didn't make it to New Year's. Usually I like to at least roll over and do the Happy New Year. Didn't even, nothing. Couldn't even get a tickle on New Year's. I was dead. Sound asleep. Done. Pneumatic Brit. Okay, so TJ's 55. Brit's 55. TBT's in the house from Gallup, Minnesota. Or is that new? No, that's MN is Minnesota. You're in New Mexico. Sorry, screwed that up. It's this dyslexia I've got. Mr. TBT, Gav, hope you guys are well, brother. Hope you guys are well. Good job on the video you dropped yesterday. Well done, man. Havana Holt, and then you Dutch ovened her all night. No, I didn't. I did not Dutch oven her that night. I Dutch ovened her the week before, but she did me first, Havana. It was retaliatory. It's different, man. I'm a peaceful man. I don't believe in striking first. But when the enemy strikes first, you retaliate hard, man. You go hard, and I did. I retaliated. So it was a retaliatory Dutch oven is what that was. And you know what? In the nuke game, I won that round. Yes, even Dar says I won that. GW's in the house. How you doing, brother? Same here. Slept right through it. Just another day for me. Hey, you know what? Fuck, I've seen 53 New Year's. I'm good. Nothing changed. Brenda's 26. Just a pup. Okay, Brendan, I tell you what, I'm going to open the link. I want you to come in and I want you to tell us everything you know about trucking at 26 years old. I'm just kidding. TBT saying hi to Nomadic. You got to get them back to. Oh, she will, Havana. She will. It's the thing is, me. I do it when I do it to her. I giggle first and then do a. I always know it's coming. Dar can't do it. Dar can't do it subtly, because as soon as she feels the gas and then she has the thought to do it, she starts giggling. So she'll be laying in bed and all of a sudden she starts vibrating, you know, like her hands are like vibrating like that. It's because she's laughing, because she's going to do something and it tips me off. So she's got a pretty good, you know, like a tell, like in poker, you got your tell. Dar's tell is that she starts laughing and I know something's coming. I know something's coming. TBT had a 16-hour shutdown. I-40 was just near Flagstaff, so we were behind now. Yeah, where were you? I think you were on James the other day, or you were. I saw you somewhere either yesterday or this morning. That you guys were screwed up. Somebody actually, I think you were a Snorlo. You were saying the mail was going to be late or something. Greg Hall's laughing. Havana, battleship marriage style. You got it, baby. You got it. Although I gotta say, I'm still not winning. If we were keeping score, I'd still be way behind. I got into trucking because of your ET videos. I do reefer for a Chicago company. Right on. Well, you know what? You probably got a lot to say then, don't you? My respect to you, man. If you're running around Chicago. When I was driving for ET, the company I'm on with right now, we don't generally go into the downtown Chicago core, like the metropolitan downtown core. But with ET, we had like many customers downtown and the surrounding area. And at one point, 2 years, well, whatever it was, 2 years ago, they jammed, I think in a span of 5 weeks, they jammed a truck, a weekend trailer under a bridge going in Chicago. So then they narrowed it down to, there was just 5 of us that they allowed to go into just to go into the city, into downtown Chicago. And the last time I was down there, I was in the convention center, the big convention center right downtown. And there was a big fucking, some kind of big show. And I had to go in and pick out, I was on flatbed and I had to go in and pick up displays. And it was challenging. It was definitely challenging getting in there, because you got to go up the ramps and inside the building and down through around the goddamn spirals, like the drive. They're made for cars. They're not made for trucks. But they had us doing that, then back up this, go around that. And it was challenging. I was happy doing it, but it was challenging. He's done you. Yeah. Okay. The gig is up, Brandon. TBT's got me figured out. I don't know shit. Anything you've ever learned from me, forget it now and go over to TBT's channel. TBT USA's got a really good channel. Forget everything I've ever said. Anything that's ever come out of my mouth, go check out TBT. He's now the new team leader here. There we go. And actually, I'm actually serious about that. Go check out TBT's channel and Mrs. TBT's channel. Go check them both out. They're new to the game, but they do have some really good shit. And every once in a while, Kevin will drop a good nugget here and there. Plays on the freeway. I'm 68. Bet you're just waiting for 69. TJ's out of here. Take care, everyone. Going to make dinner. Check back later and see if you're still alive. Well, hopefully I'll still be alive. Victor, do I have any Forex shirts? Dara, do I have any Forex shirts? Victor, actually, I don't even do the shirts anymore. They go through the store. So I'm sure if you go into the store or into the merchandise area or however it works. Hold on, I'll do it right here. I'll actually tell you. Merchandise. No, that's membership. Store. There we go. Store. What do you want? You want a Forex shirt? Let's go check it out. Wheel burner I'll just use a black. Okay, let's the wheel burner black shirt. Watch me actually order the goddamn thing. Be just my luck, wouldn't it? Yeah, dude. Yeah, you can get up to 4x. You can get up to 4x. Oh, you can't see that. So, yeah, you can get up to 4x. You can get red, pink, purple, blue, gray, green, black, white, beige. Fuck, whatever. Looks like every color of the rainbow is in there right now. So the long answer to your short question, Victor, is yeah, you can get 4x. TBT, know you're smart, Brian, but you got him into trucking like you did us. Bad, Brian. Yeah, I don't know. Am I helping the industry bringing all you fuckers in here, or am I fucking hurting us? I guess only time will tell, won't it? Only time will tell. I'll check him out, but I don't ever go to downtown Chicago or anything crazy like that. I run 48 states. Okay. What's happening there, fella? What's happening there, Big Stu? Big Stu. Oh, now we got two bloody Brits in here. Okay, we're full, Dar. We're full. Yeah, I saw that today. Besides, Brian, without you, I wouldn't be making $1,238,000 a year. Dude, if you were making right now trucking for who you're trucking for, and you were making $1.23 million a year because of me, I would be coming for that fucking kickback. That mob style, 20% mob style kickback. I'd be coming for it, buddy. Don't you worry. Britt saying hi to Stuart. Edgewood is back. Hey, Juan. Everybody saying hi to Stuart, back behind the wheel tonight. Christmas vacation's over. That's the way I look at it, Stuart. Christmas is over. New Year's is over. It's time to go to work, boys and girls. It is time to go to work. It is a new year. We don't know what this year is going to bring. Everybody's got their predictions. I've been listening to the lives over the last couple of days. Everybody's got a prediction. Some people are agreeing with, I'm hearing some of the same stuff out of certain people. And then there's other people, that are fucking way off out in left field for what I think. But it's a new year. Everything's done. The happy, like it's ask Nomadic Brit. It's time to go to fucking work. Let's quit fucking around here. Let's go to work. And that's the way I feel about it right now. Let's get to work. Let's get some shit done. And let's move some freight. Havana's hey Edgewood, Dottalina evening, Lady Boomer Dottie. Oh sir. Hopefully you're mending, buddy. Hopefully you're mending. Dar and I were talking about you this morning. Wondering how you were doing and your situation and everything. Hopefully, my friend, you're healing well and it's not going to be too long that you're out of action there, man. Everyone's saying hi. IH guy, good evening. There's our ladies and gentlemen. There's our resident technician. Any of you's got busted trucks? IH is our resident tech. Throw your questions at him. So far, I've been able to throw a couple at him, and he worked for me. So hiring your own replacement in the industry, Brian. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what you see TBT. If he grows that fucker out a little more and throws a hat on, I don't know, man. Actually, if you watched his video, he introduced himself as me the other day. I'm thinking that was pretty fucking smart. Because for a split second, I didn't clue in. It's like, hey, he starts the video, hey, wheel burners. I'm like, hey, wheel burners. It's like, hey, wait the fuck a minute. That was brilliant, by the way, Kev. That was actually a really good one. Sorry, had to get that out of the way. Pneumatic Brit, here's to your recovery, Oser. Absolutely. You know what, Oser, you don't know how many people you have pulling for you, buddy. I don't think you do. There is a whole community out here of fucking people just fucking pulling for you and your situation. So, man, hopefully it's not a long journey for you. Sheila's in the house. Sheila's here. Okay, I'm done. Bye. Sheila's here. Just kidding. I just smudged my camera. Kai Chris 76712. There's a handle. It will bring what Klaus Schwab says it will. You know what? Yeah, probably. My heart is going, oh God, no, but my common sense is probably going, yeah. Yeah. Trucking with T-Bone. Christmas and New Year is over. Bring on spring. Time to warm up. Dude, I hear you. Now, and you know what? I'll be honest with you. With the aside from a couple of snowstorms, as far as being a Canadian, dude, I've got off real lucky this year. I have. For the weather that I've had to drive through, I've not had to drive through anything that's been too ridiculous. Nothing like you guys are seeing out in the Midwest there. I've been lucky. So far, so good. I've had a couple of, we've had couple of road closures and a couple of snow days where, it was, you had to drive carefully, but nothing that's been bad. And even back home up in Canada, we had that one blizzard on Christmas over Christmas holidays that was pretty fucking bad. But other than that, man, I'm counting my blessings. I'm luckier than hell. Hi, Sheila. T-Bone. T-Bone's running yet? I don't know. T-Bone, are you running yet? Happy early birthday, IH. Mine's on the 14th. Yeah. Brit, nah, not at the moment. Got to do a couple short weeks due to appointments. Then gonna hit it hard. We're all, you know what? If any of us had any fucking brains in our head, the party's over. Now is the time to hit it hard. Start putting the fucking money in the bank. As long as you can get out there and earn it, and it's there, as long as the rates are still holding decent, and you can get money in the bank, start stockpiling it. Start stockpiling it. Welcome back, Havana. Happy birthday, Havana. Thank you, GW. We all got to get our heads up and asses down, yeah, and keep getting loads to make that cash happen. Save all you can, pay off everything, and save the. Bro, I absolutely agree with you. Absolutely agree with you. Like, if you're an owner operator, or you're a small business owner, and you over the holidays or at the end of the 2022 year didn't sit down with your business people, in my case it's Darlene, and you did not, or you have not formulated yourself, formulated a business plan for the way you're going to go into 23 and run down through 23, or at least the first quarter. Dude, I've got my projections and my shit all the way up to fucking the end of February already. Okay. As for money, plans, like trucks, fucking people, like everything. And if you have not done that, you are already behind. You should have been done weeks ago. If you have not done that, you are already behind. Already behind. Brendan, what made you decide to leave ET Transport? Brendan, I left ET Transport just because I wasn't making enough money. I didn't leave. There was no personal reasons. There was no, I wasn't a disgruntled employee. They didn't, Ronan and company didn't wrong me in any way. I just wasn't making enough money. And I knew that there was a company that I could go to where I am now, where I could pretty much double my income and not have to work any harder. So I made the decision. It's nothing personal against ET or Ronan. I say Ronan because Ronan was my friend. He's the VP of operations over there, but he was also my friend outside of work. So it was nothing personal like that. It was just business. It was, money. If regardless whether somebody's your friend or not, if you're not making enough money, You got to make a decision. And we did. We made a decision. We moved the truck and we're. It's funny enough that you say that, though. Ronan sent me a text message about 45 minutes ago. So that's why I left ET Transport. It wasn't like shitty equipment, bad loads. I loved running for them. The loads were good. The miles were good. Just I could make more money doing somewhere else. I've never met so many fellow Capricorns before. Well, they're all here. Oh, sir, DM, happy birthday. Oh, sir, I need to get the APU running. Filled the passenger tank full and tried to start it about 15, 20 times. No code, starts, but won't turn over completely. Dude, no offense, but well, why would you take offense? But that's not your problem. That APU belongs to somebody else. Pick up the phone, dial 1-800, come fix my shit. Say a few words, put the phone down. That's not your problem, dude. I know whose truck it is, and I don't wish him any ill harm either, because I really enjoy and I like him, but it's not your problem, Oser. You should be in bed, or you should be on the couch, or you shouldn't be fucking around with APUs or trucks right now. You shouldn't be. That's my opinion, and I know you didn't ask for it, but fuck you, I just gave it to you anyway. So Sean Fairman, everybody pulling for Oster, speedy recover in 23. You got it, baby. You got it. We're thinking the same. We're thinking the same. Yeah, Randall, actually, we were thinking something along that, but we're gonna. GW Bulls, 70K Cali truckers, 70,000 Cali truckers are out as of New Year's Eve, and hey, are going to be eating up every 2015 and 2019 model rig over the next few weeks. Mine might be up for sale if the money's right. You know what, GW, I did not hear that. I knew that there was a mass, but I didn't think it was that many. I didn't think it was 70,000. Holy shit, eh? It's not my birthday for another 6 months. Welcome back. Well, we're going to make it your birthday, Oser. If you leave it to Dar, it'll be birthday, Christmas, and New Year's all wrapped up into one for you. Wolf, snow again tonight. Where are you, Wolf? I don't want to be there. That's the only reason I'm asking. Trucking with T-Bone. Trucking with T-Bone. Trucking with T-Bone. Been pretty lucky here, too. Just cold. I hate the cold. You know what, bro? I don't mind the cold. I can dress for the cold, right? If I'm cold, I can put something on and warm up. I don't mind the cold. I've worked in minus 30, minus 40. I can do that. I'm not a hot weather guy. I don't like the heat or the humidity. Even a dry heat, I'm not a big fan of, because, once you're hot, you're hot. You can strip down to fucking naked and you're still hot. You can't cool off. At least if you're cold, you can put something on. It's the sleet and the fog and the rain. Like last week I was running, I did I did 3 Jersey rounders. And so I was running through PA up and down 81 and a lot of hills. And early in the morning, even though, there's snow on the ground, there's fog, and then there's humidity, and then it's that kind of shit I hate. Either fucking rain or don't rain. Snow or don't snow. Cold, don't give a shit about cold. I can deal with cold. Brother Britt, the Orange Gang. I'm assuming Sean's a pumpkin driver. Greg, yes, had the one storm and now we can see our grass. Yeah, that's the same at our place. Greg. You know what my backyard looks like. You can see the grass out in the backyard. I emailed you. Let me know if you got it. Hold on. Victor actually emailed me how to pronounce his name. I must have really insulted you. I'm sorry, buddy. Victor Antonio Meja. The J sounds like an H. All right. Well, I won't read off your address and all the rest of that. But I'm glad to see you're a good Canadian boy. I'm liking that. Good for you. All right. And we appreciate your membership. And Dar, I'll get your stuff out to you. I promise. Highland, hope you had a good Christmas and New Year. Dude, we had a great Christmas. We had the snow and the weather and shit, and at time we had to change some plans around, but our Christmas was good. It was nice because I had all my kids home, or at least I had 3 of my kids home. The 2 oldest kids decided to stay down in Mexico, where they live. So they didn't come home this year for Christmas, but I had the 3 other kids home with me, and we just stayed in. We had a really, really good Christmas. I was very pleased. And I got a lot of really cool, typical dad shit that I just love, like, you know, t-shirts. Like I don't know how many t-shirts I got. And of course I got the typical, you know, the good winter wear socks, all the shit that I need that I don't take the time to go out and buy for myself. Dar and the kids usually hook me up over Christmas and New Year's. So I did really well. I went from blizzards to Tornado Alley. Good grief. Jesus. Dottie, stay safe. Fate Truckin is in the house. Evening, bro, and chat. How you doing there, buddy? How the hell are you? You are doing. You are knocking the doors out, man. Good for you, Scott. Well, I'm watching your videos, and good for you, man. I'm happy to see that you're doing so well, and I'm happy to see that you're laying it out on the glass. No shame, no. You're not being conceited, and I know you're not being conceited, and you're not bragging. You're just laying it out there and letting people know that this is what you can do if you're willing to fucking work hard. And that's basically what I'm trying to say is. So, all right, now put your fucking head, shrink your head back down. Everyone's saying hi to Fate. Oh, sir, I'm grateful for all the thoughts and prayers from everyone. Getting better every day. Well, absolutely. Brendan, totally understand, man. Greg, hey, Brian, when do you head off for your new adventure? Dude, you know what? The office opens tomorrow at 9 o'clock, and I will be on the phone because I want to know as well. And because it's going to take time to prepare. There's some things I need to prepare with the truck, and there's some things I need to prepare at home. And so I will be finding out tomorrow. I will be putting the screws to them, by the for that. Camo Boss Bill and Spider are in the house. Thank God you're here. Fate saying hi to Britt. Uncomfortable Wife is in the house. How are we doing, Sandra? Only the lonely. Well said, Wheelburner. I don't get that very often. Well said, Wheelburner. I'll take those. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but good. Good evening, Miss Thomas. How the hell are you, love? Hope you're doing well and you are safe. Everything is good. Were you live this morning? Yes, you were live this morning. We were in your live this morning. I was a little fucking early, Shannon. Like, could you maybe kick it up another hour or so? Like, come on. It's bad enough I got to get up and watch Cordova, but now you? Like, the love of crap, woman. Come on. Victor, Buffalo got it bad with snow. Well, Buffalo can have it, and Buffalo deserves it. Welcome back. Best should get a green APU and then promote them to get it back, get it at a discounted price. Well, Nevada did that, eh? He bought the green APU. Then he did a tour of their plant on his channel. Like, he promoted them. He took a tour of their plant, showed everything, did the install and everything like that. I'm pretty sure they gave him a bit of a break on the price, but then I'm not sure if they threw anything at him for promo codes or anything like that. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to go back and watch it. It was a while that he did that. But if I didn't have the setup I've got on this truck now, I would have the green APU. That's the one I would be going to. Just driving home for the night, listening to you, you poor bastard, Mike. Not that you have to drive home tonight, but you got to listen to me. You don't have to listen to me, but Mikey Campbell. Yeah. I agree that it fixed. I agree. Get it fixed and send the bill, Oser. Don't even send the bill, Oser. Don't even send the bill. There should be no bill, Oser. No piece of paper should even pass from his hand, Oser's hands to the owner's hands. It should go right to the owner. Don't even mess around with that, son. Fucking take care of that, Oser. Stop fucking around with it. Karen in the house. Hi, Brian and Dar and everyone. Nomadic Breck, Shannon, good evening. Bill, what's up with everyone? Well, you know what? Everyone's just hanging and banging tonight. Haven't done anything exciting yet. I'm just going through some comments. We're just doing some chit chat and we're just talking. You guys are just kind of blowing off some New Year's here. We're gonna blow some New Year's dust off and let's get to work. Everyone's saying hi still. Wayne Kruger's in the house. Happy New Year to you all. Thanks, Wayne. Back at you, brother. Only the lonely. If APU ran out of fuel, it will need to be reprimed. There you go, Oster. But again, it's not your problem. Somebody else has to prime it. I don't know who you're talking about, Sandra. Do you have testes? Yeah. Yeah, I do. T-Bone, did you send T-Bone? Did you send James an Alabama hat? Actually, James likes. I think James likes Alabama. He's got. I think he's already got a shirt. Karen Manthorm, yes, we do. We're going to get test again. Okay, I'm assuming you guys are. The testes was about something else. This trucking life. Hello, wheel burner and chat. What's going on there? This trucking life. The problem I have with titles like This Trucking Life or Welcome Back, there's a picture of a guy, so I know it's a guy. Uncomfortable Wife, obviously. Only the Lonely, well, I know. Wayne Kruger, your name is Wayne, so I know. But with This Trucking Life, that could be a guy or a girl. Like it could be male or female. So you don't want to go, well, I'm doing well tonight, brother, and then you find out it's a sister, right? So that's, I don't know why I just bitched about that. I really have nothing to bitch about. Glad you're here, man. Karen, I'm here and there trying to get hubby settled. As many issues I've had with my Thermo King, when it goes completely down, green APU will be the next one. Yeah, I will. I agree. I agree. You know what I like about it, T-Bone, is I think we were talking about this on the last live is, dude, you can walk into any parts store, parts source, or any of those fucking stores, Princess Auto or whatever, and you can get all of the parts for it, the alternator, the belts, anything you can get at the store. You do not have to take it back to Green APU. It's really actually kind of cool. I'm rolling to Fort Worth, Texas, picking up tomorrow and heading to Lakeland, Florida. Jesus, you're not messing around, Shannon. One end of the country to the other. That's a long drive on I-10, man. You're going to be on I-10 for a long fucking time. Long drive. Sandra says, I think about you guys, Karen. Okay, you guys are all, thank you. Welcome back. No, he already has a hat and shirt. I thought you sent it to him. Yeah, that's what I said. Dar, why is he even dealing with it? JKV Trucking, wish you guys the best in 2023. Back at you. Back at you. Everybody in here. Hopefully this is a good year for everybody. I know that for some of yous, it was not a good year. We watched some really good people work hard, try hard, and it just didn't work out. And it's unfortunate. And we've, it's been tough for a lot of fucking people out here this year. So hopefully it's a better year for everybody. But like I said earlier, predictions are predictions. Nobody's got a formula for what's going to happen. If anybody tells you, oh, I know what's going to happen in 2023, I call bullshit on that. If you can lay out your plan for 2023, I guarantee you you'll probably nail about 30% of it. The other 70% gone to the wind. Guaranteed. 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 Yeah, we're gonna throw the link into the comments there. I think Dar's gonna post it up. Let's get that going. See if anybody wants to come in and say a few words, introduce themselves. Just make sure you got your clothes on. And anybody that wants to come in, I need to see your face. So if you're coming in with your icon, you got to take your icon or your whatever your avatar. You got to take your avatar down for a second just so I can see your face in the background. And then yeah, we can hook you up. Speaking of Bama hats, I'm disappointed that Shannon has one and I've only seen her wear it once. You guys in your goddamn college football. Americans, welcome back. That's the ones I was talking about. I've not heard from any of my kids. Well, Jesus, Karen, go kick in the door for Christ's sake. Scott Walker, hi, Brian and Dar. Just wolfed my supper down to get here ASAP. Nice to see you. Did you get a Twisted Sister t-shirt from Santa? I did not get a Twisted Sister t-shirt. Matter of fact, I don't think I got any. For Christmas, I did not get a single concert shirt. For my birthday, the week before, I think I got a new Maiden shirt. And I think I got a new Zeppelin shirt. So I got two new concert shirts for my birthday the week before. But no, nothing for Christmas. Nothing for Christmas. Piss me off. Dar saying hi to Scott. Welcome back, T-Bone. I don't know who sent him that hat, but he said he has to wear it because it's the only winter hat he has. Not doing it. Scared me to be on YouTube. Not doing it. Scared you to be on YouTube. What the hell are you talking about? Dude, you're on YouTube more than I am. You can't go anywhere without seeing TBT USA. Oh, Karen, my oldest doesn't talk to me. My heart hurts. Been there. Been there. I've been at odds with my kids as well. Been there. I only put on my Alabama hat when I'm in Alabama. It gets me into shipping docks faster. Smart thinking, girly. Smart thinking. Yeah, you did get one for Christmas. Amanda bought it, and all the other ones have sayings on them. I got a concert shirt. Okay. You know what, guys? As you know, I've got so many concert shirts. So many concert shirts. I can't keep track of what I've got and what I don't got. That's why I don't like you 30% of the time. You're right, Wheelburner. Just thanks, Wilbin. Fuck off. Nice birthday. Up the irons. Yeah, you got it. Up the irons. East Texas trucker. Hey, Wheelburner, I watched your video about failing as an owner-operator. I, too, tried and failed to be an owner-operator. I learned a lot and made money, but it was just the wrong time for me. You know what? East Texas, sometimes that's all it takes. Wrong timing. Wrong timing. Like, I would not suggest right now, if somebody was to ask me, should I become an owner-operator right now, you know, January 3rd being today? No. Not right now. Now is not the time. How about next week? No, not next week either. Wait. Wayne, when do you stop nickel and dime a truck? It's a 2017 with a Pavarotti. Okay, Wayne, I'm thinking about this for a minute to try to translate. When do you stop nickel and dime a truck? It's a 2017 with a Pavarotti. Isn't Pavarotti like a tenor or something? A concert singer? I don't know. Let me think about that and let me sleep on that, Wayne. I'll probably wake up in the middle of the night and figure out what you were trying to say. Or are you trying to talk? You're saying it's a PACCAR. When do you stop nickel and dime a truck? It's a 2017 with a PACCAR. That would make more sense. If you've got a 2017 and it's already nickel and dime and it's nickel and diming you, you got to remember a 2017 is what? 6 years old? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, 6 years old. So, and if it's a 2017, it probably went into service in 2016. So it's actually 7 years old. I wouldn't have kept it this long, or I wouldn't buy a 2017, a 6-year-old truck. I roll mine after 3 up. You know, if I get a new truck, I roll it after 3 years, 3.5. When the warranty starts to run out and then get another one. I'm that's just the way I do it, right? I don't, a 2017, once they're, okay, here, let me just go. I'm getting tongue tied here, but because there's so many things going through my head that my mouth can't keep up. So Wayne, what I'm going to say is, if instead of 2023, if this was 1995 or 96, and we were running around with 60 series and 14s, I'd say fine, have a 6-year-old truck, 7-year-old truck. Back then, they were built for it. Nowadays, the new Kenworths, Freightliners, Peterbilts, Western Stars, Internationals, Max, Volvos, they're all basically 5-year trucks. After 5 years, they're boat anchors. They're worn out. They're tired. Even though you'd go, oh, but it's only got 575,000 miles, or it's got 700,000, it's tired. The trucks today are not built and designed to be on the road 10 years from now. If you're buying a 2023, I promise you, it will not be on the road in 2013. That 10-year-old truck will not be on the road in 2013. And if it is, it'll be in somebody's yard as a yard dog somewhere, or some farmer will have it fucking moving hay around his farm. That's unfortunate. It's just the way it is. And the trucks that were built for it, right? Like that W9 that I had, that 97 with the 60 series, unfortunately, they can't compete with the fuel mileage that's required to run profitably today. And that's the problem. So again, you asked a short question and I just gave you a long fucking answer. So Sterling's in the house. How you doing, Will Burner? I say this year is going to be spectacular. Fail or success, spectacular either way. That's the way I look at it, Sterling? If I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna fail spectacularly. If I'm gonna succeed, rainbows and fucking unicorns, man. But one way or the other, I'm going down big. Everybody saying hi to Sterling. When costs more than what it's worth. Meant Packard with 612,000 miles on it. Brother, I'd have a for sale sign on that truck so fast, it's not funny. And because it's a 17, you'll still get bites on it. You will. But myself, personally, wouldn't touch it. While it's technically not my responsibility, I also try to help out where I can. I'm not capable of being an asshole. I've tried, but it's not. No, sir, I'm not saying you need to be an asshole. By all means. James has been good to you. You are very good to James. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is at some point, your health and your welfare and your well-being have to come before a mechanical truck. You're not being an asshole because you're going, no, I can't go out and check the truck. You're supposed to be at home getting better. You're not supposed to be out running around, Jack. Okay, so it's not you're being an asshole. You're just, you know what? You're being a nice guy, but you don't need to. New cars and trucks are built to be recycled after 5 to 6 years. East Texas, I agree. Like I just said, after 5 years, even let's say you get lucky and you get 6 years, that truck's a boat anchor. Shit's worn out. Sensors don't last that long. The new motors very rarely last that long. You know, back in the day, you used to run an N14 Cummins. You could run 1.5 million out of it before you had to crack the top off of it. Nowadays, I've got 433,000 miles on this. Do you think this thing's going to see another million before I got to open the top on this thing? Come on, give me a break. If I got paid for all those things, I'd be retired. Well, that's another subject, and it's a sore subject with me, so we won't talk about it. Wait, a 2023 will definitely not be on the road in 2013. No, you're right. That's what I said. There's not a brand new truck on the road being sold out of any dealership right now, a 2023 model that will be on the road in 2013. Would the DD13 with the DD12 and the 241 gears be good for fuel mileage? I'll be honest with you, Wayne. I don't know. I've got a DD15. I've got a Detroit, the DD15 in this. With the, I think you're talking about the DT12, the transmission. That's what I've got. 241 rear ends. If you're buying it new and you're gonna run the DT12 and you want to run the 241 rears, you need the overdrive. If it doesn't, if you're buying it used and it doesn't have the overdrive, the gear ratio is too low. It would have to come up to 308 to run best fuel mileage with that. That's what I think you're saying. The DD13, the Detroit, the 13-liter Detroit, I've got very little experience with. I've never owned one. As a matter of fact, I've never driven one. But like I said, I've got a 15-liter, and I'm very, very, very happy with this. Like, exceptionally happy with this Detroit. I've got no issues whatsoever with it. I'd buy another one. If I could buy a T680, and Chicken Hawk's going to fucking die if he ever hears me say this, but if I could buy a Kenworth T680 and put this Detroit in it, I would. I'd forgo the Cummins over this, the X15 Cummins. Damn, I missed the notification. No, Curtis, you didn't miss the notifications. We just made sure you didn't get it. But you're here now, so. Wayne Kruger, it all depends, because a small motor works harder to do the same as a big motor. Yes and no, but yeah. Heat load, thanks for asking. Wayne Kruger, are you related to Freddy Krueger from the Nightmare on Elm Street? I'm sure that's the first time he's ever heard that, eh? No, I get that a lot. I've seen an N14 years ago, one owner, it had 45,000 hours on it before its first rebuild. Yeah, and IH, if you were lucky enough to get a red top, right? Buddy of mine, Gordy, well, he doesn't have it anymore. He sold it to another friend of mine. But I think he's got a 95 or a 96 W9 flat top. Beautiful truck. It's in bad shape. But the motor, he's got the N14 red top motor in it. Most beautiful sounding motor and driving motor you've ever heard. Absolutely gorgeous motor. Dar says, you guys listen to Dar. She said, hit that like button. So don't piss her off. Go hit that fucking like button. Always do on entry, Dar. Funny IH guy. I hit the like button on entry too. Curtis emailed me dick pics today. That'd be interesting. Yes, that's what I have, a DD13 with a DT12. So Shannon, too bad you're driving, because you could probably come in and we could discuss this and we could find, because I would love to help him. I would love to help him, but I don't have any experience with, I know what the DD13 is. I know how it operates. I know the operating system, but I don't have one. I've never put my hands on one. So Brian is flying. Yes, I am working it tonight, you folks. If you notice that, I am working it tonight. Brian is working the comments tonight. Yes, Randall, I did. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, it was a red top 525. Beautiful, eh? Beautiful. Could you not just set that thing at set the idle at 900 RPM and just sit there with just lean up against the truck and just sit there all day listening to that thing idle? I could sit there all day listening to that thing idle. Sandra wants some pics, Curtis, just for you, from you. Anybody else wants Curtis's pics? I'll let this work its way through. So what's better, slap your dick or touch your nipple? Where the hell are we going with this? Where the hell are we going with this? Shannon says she gets excellent fuel mileage. And I would believe her. Shannon is a lease op, but she's, for all in my eyes, she's an owner op. And she is very much like me. She's been very well educated by very smart people, and she is a fucking number counter. She knows what her truck is doing. She knows what the numbers are. And anybody that wants to know what a DD13 will get you for fuel mileage, cost, cents per mile, blah, blah, I'm sure that Shannon probably knows that. And she has, obviously, Shannon Thomas Trucking. She has her own channel and she does lives. And if you, she's driving right now, so she's not going to be answering a whole lot of questions. But if you catch her on one of her own lives, go over and subscribe to hers and turn on your notification bell and make sure you get it. Next time she goes live and you just tell her that you were in here while we were talking, I'm sure she'll be happy to tell you what that DD13 will get you. Now let me shut up a minute. I'm sitting here holding Advertising Canada Dry. I should be drinking it. Curtis, I think Sandra's on Fantasy Island. Dude, have you seen where they live? There's no water around them, but they might as well be on an island. There's fucking nothing there. Sandra, you're hammered. I can tell. I can tell. Curtis wants to start a business. Let's do Detroit swaps into Kenworths. TBT. Now, do you have a 13 liter? Do you got the DD15 or do you got the DD13 or 15? 15 or 13? Which one do you got in there? You want to talk about the 15? I can tell you everything you want to know about the DD15. I've got one. I've got numbers for it, like coming out my ass. I can tell you what this truck does and the performance you can probably expect out of one. The 13, not so much, unfortunately. I think TBT, I think you've got a 15 liter. If I recall, I think one time you put it up there saying you had a DD15. Uncomfortable wife, this Brian. I got nothing, Sandra. I got nothing. This is the first time in my history. I am ahead of the comments. I am ahead of the comments. This is Robin and Nine Gun. Logan. This is Robin and Logan. So if it is Robin and Logan, that means you've hijacked. You probably got Sandra fucking hogtied and fucking held prisoner in the basement. Sorry, I'm just double checking here. Velox is just listening while working on his spreadsheets. Velox, I got your notification for your video that you dropped. I said earlier in the live that I did get the notification, but unfortunately, I haven't got to it yet. I will watch it when I'm done, because curiosity is killing. If actually, you know what? If I'm almost tempted just to grab my phone and jump out of the phone and jump out of the truck and go watch your video, but I will watch it when I'm done here, because curiosity is killing me. But I don't know what your new venture is, but I will say to you now, good luck, sir. I'm sure you'll be successful, whatever it is. Channel 19 says, hello, everyone. Pneumatic Bricks and Nick, Patrick Dumont, have a happy new year, Brian. Well, it is the new year, and so far we are happy. We are doing well. The new year has started well for us, so we're good. DD15, DD16, whatever it takes. You got a DD15 in there. There's no way your company would put a 16 liter in that. They're not fuel efficient enough. Well, you cut up in comments. Dar, mark the spot on the calendar. Yeah, you got to be funny, eh? Vlog says it's not that exciting. You know what, dude? To me in this business, watching anybody succeed, it doesn't matter if you succeed just a little or if you blow the roof off the building. To me, watching people succeed turns me on. I don't know any other way to do it. It excites me, it makes me happy, and it turns me on. So, dude, I don't care if you're out selling gopher shit. As long as you're selling the best gopher shit and you're successful doing it, I'm happy for you, Nick. I am. Curtis, Britt saying Curtis hi, Nomadic Brit. Nick hit the live stream. He just said, Mark, he's working on spreadsheets, but damn, I didn't get Velox's notification. What the hell? I got it, but unfortunately, like I said earlier, I get about 30 notifications a day. 30. That's a lie, about 20 notifications a day. I just don't have time to read them all, especially on a day like today where it was a driving day, where there was, you stop to do your half hour and, you know, you try to get through as much as you can in half an hour. Mark Lewis, I want to get excited. Well, dude, you know, you want to get excited, that's entirely up to you. That is entirely up to you, getting excited. Excite yourself. I get myself excited. I get up every morning, look in the mirror. First of all, I wake up every morning and go, all right, I'm still on this side of the grass. You know, I'm doing all right. I look around, the truck isn't on fire. Nothing's burning down. My house isn't, everything's good. That excites me. Uncomfortable wife, they are bad. I know they're bad. But I'm not. You're not locked in the bathroom, eh? I didn't unveil the new biz yet, so the video is a little boring. I'll be making the more exciting video later this week. You just ruined it for me, Nick. You ruined it, dude. No, I'm not watching it. Tell you what, Nick, now if you want me to watch it this later in the week, now you got to pay me. I'm going to put my PayPal up. I want $5 to watch your video. Otherwise, not happening. I was excited. Now I'm not excited anymore. Not happening, brother. Mark, what excites you? The uncomfortable wife wants to know. Robin, I see you two monkeys back there. I'll get to you in a second. It would be Wayne Kruger. It would be in a day cab Western Star DD13 5700 XE. Got hooked up on some local work. And it's a 2017 day cab. So that means it won't be mileaged out, but what you need to do, Wayne, is never mind the mileage. Check the hours. Check the hours. You said it, I think you said it at 610,000 miles or 612,000 miles. That's a lot for a fucking day cab. It really is. But also check the hours. Okay. And then do the division and find out if that's good or bad. If it comes out to something ridiculous, I wouldn't touch it. Scott Walker, go for shit. Now there's a business opportunity. Hey Scott, you put up the first $200,000. I'll put my $5 in, and we can sell gopher shit, man. Being away from narcissist. Trucking with Tebow. Velox told me the other night what he's doing. I cannot believe you figured out that he's not going to be a gopher shit salesman. You know what? I love Velox because I love his openings in his videos, his energy. If he took that energy and put it into gopher shit sales as a gopher shit salesman, he'd knock it out of the park. I'd probably buy gopher shit. I don't need any, but I'd probably buy some just the way Nick would sell it, you know? Velox can sell a bald guy a comb. He could sell Canadian snow. Like, put it that way. He'd be good at it. Dar can't use new phone till get phone case. Okay, you're talking. You can't use it. Mark Lewis. Mark is stupid. Like, you guys knock this shit off. I believe it's above 45 mile an hour average. It's good for idle hours. Welcome back. Hi, Uncomfortable Wife. Uncomfortable Wife, how are you? Everybody's good. All right, everybody. Robin's in the back with Logan. I can see these two fucking monkeys sitting there. Okay? Now, Robin, you are limited to one F word every 7 minutes. You got it? One F word every 7 minutes, and I'm gonna set the watch. Logan, I don't know you. Behave yourself. Nod your head, Logan. Nod your head. Atta boy. All right, son. Without further ado, Robin and Logan.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, okay.
Hello. Hello.
So, you're here. What's going on?
I don't know. We're just having a good old time. We're going to go do a live tomorrow at the hotel.
You're going to do a live at the hotel? What time's that at? How did we know this was going to happen?
One. We're counting over here. But wait, wasn't one every 7 minutes?
7 minutes.
Sandra, I need you to go fix. Sandra, I need you to go fix their phones. They're frozen. We can't hear them or see. They're all staticky and broken up.
They didn't
They're
give
a
me
mess.
the
Go take their
Sweet.
phones away. They won't let you join in. Vlogs gotta run.
Oh,
but
your
I'll
mom
leave you
said
with a hint
we
of the
won't
new
let her
business
join
I
in.
might need to
Oh, that's
carry
mean.
while performing the new duties in a new
There's a
business.
chair right here.
Really?
And that was my chair.
Really? All right, Vlogs. I will watch your video. Okay? I
Okay,
will
like-
watch your video.
My whole phone is like jammed up. Oh.
Big Dave actually.
Yeah,
Big
it's still
Dave, I think,
going.
nailed it.
That's
Big
fucked up.
Dave nailed it.
Yeah, we were in it.
And then he kicked you out.
No,
We're fucking up. He said
something.
his first F word.
Big Dave nailed it. Sorry. They're coming in so bad. I had to mute him for a second. That's what I thought, Big Dave. As soon as I saw that he had to carry, I got a feeling. But let's leave it alone. Let's leave it alone and see what he says. I'm gonna look forward to the video, so we'll be watching it. If anyone is near Monroe, sorry, I'm backing up because now I missed out on some of these. If anyone is near Monroe, Louisiana, there's a tornado watch. I'm near Monroe, and it's a lightning show. Stay safe, guys. Jesus, Dottie. Okay, this is what I want you to do. I did it again, Dottie. Sorry, Dottie. Go grab a golf club and some tin foil. Wrap some tin foil around your head, and grab the golf club. Now you've got that big long nose, Pete. So go stand out right on the nose and hold the golf club up as high as you can, and hold your phone out like this and film it so we can see what you're doing. I'm just curious to see what would happen. You know, I don't know. Okay, so Vlogs is gonna run. I might need to carry while performing the duties of the new business. I think I'm with Big Dave. I think we might have nailed that, but we might be wrong. Wayne Kruger, have a printout done from the ECM, and that will give you idle hours. Exactly. On day cab, remember, day cabs tend to idle a lot more, right? Than highway trucks. Bounce him, did. Oh, I didn't bounce him. He bounced himself. His signal sucks. Havana Holt, damn, Dottie. I'm gonna make a fucking song out of this, and that's the only way I'm gonna know. Stay safe, yes. Use the golf club like a self. There you go, Oser. Why didn't I think of that? Eh? Use the golf club as a selfie stick. You just tape the phone to the end of the golf club and just walk around, stand at the end of your truck like this. I know Chaos, he'd do it if he wasn't driving. He'd do it in a minute. If I told Chaos right now to tape his phone to the end of a fucking golf club and stand out in a lightning storm, he would do it, wouldn't you?
You need some copper wire.
Because you had some copper wire. There you go. What's going on, brother? How are you?
Not bad. I figured I'd wait till you got done with all the technical jabber before I hopped in and said, hey.
Well, I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Because I usually always spiral this into some other topic, so I figured I'd let you get all your techno babble done.
Well, dude, you usually come in when we start to wind down, and then all of a sudden chaos gets here, and the stream is going like this, and then all of a sudden it goes toink toink off into another direction. So, yeah.
Right. Well, hey, if nothing else, I'm interesting. If for a few seconds.
Nah, dude. You know what? I like listening to you. I like the fact that you're still fairly new out here and you're out here kicking it and killing it. You know what? I appreciate that, man. I love talking to young guys that are out here driving and working and doing a good job. I'm assuming you got all your wheels on the ground. You're not on your roof, so you're doing something right tonight. You're doing okay.
Yeah, I got about 20 minutes before I'm stopping, so you caught me just in that sweet spot like you always do.
Where are you?
I'm in just East Indianapolis, heading to Spiceland at exit 125 at the Pilot is where I'm going.
Sorry, I lost you for a second. Where are you? Sorry.
I'm just east of Indianapolis on 70.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm headed for that Pilot there at the 123.
Right.
Yeah, that's my routine now. I don't go to Texas no more. Now I'm running up north and back to Memphis and then do it all over again.
Dude, if I was an American driver right now, even if I lived on either of the coasts, I would find myself a triangle between, like, just north of Chicago, and I'd run the triangle like Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, like that whole area right in there in that part of the country. And I'd make a triangle, and that's all I'd do. I'd go like Chicago, Louisville, Indianapolis, Chicago, and I just run that. That's all I would do. That's all I would do. That whole triangle right there.
Oh no, I think James just went live. That's funny.
It's a free world.
No, I'm just saying it just popped up, so like, that's funny. He just popped on my notifications. I used to run Tennessee to Cincinnati and back.
Yeah.
But I'd hit like 4 stops on the way to Cincinnati in one day, and then I'd pop a Yui and head straight back down to Springfield to a cross dock, and I would do that once a week, and then I'd hit a couple other spots in lower Kentucky, and then go back to a cross dock.
Right on.
Yeah, that used to be my go-to, and I had something different every day of the week, but I was always about a day away from home.
Yeah.
Going to Texas.
If I was running the spot market, because I'm Canadian, I have to go back into Canada. I have no choice. It's the law, right? But if I was running the spot market, or if I was running my own authorities, I'd be running the East Coast, and all I'd be doing is those exactly what I did last week. I'd be turning 3 trips a week down to Jersey and back, so I'd be running 6 loads a week, and I'd leave on Sunday, be home Friday, mid-morning Friday, and that's all I would do.
Well, I leave Monday at about noonish if I'm lucky, because something always comes up, so it's like 1 or 2 before I actually get out of the yard. And then I'm back into the yard Friday about 2 or 3. So I've got a nice steady round trip home 2 days. So I actually feel like I get some time off and I can actually do something other than sleep and wash clothes.
Yeah. 30. I was home for I think 40 hours. That's all I got at home this week. But I try to get at least 2 full days when I'm home. 2 full days is what I try to get. But didn't work out so much for me this week. But yeah, what can you do, right?
Yeah. Well, like I've been saying, I'm a company driver, so I go where they send me, and it's nice getting this steady, consistent. I know where I'm gonna be. I know what to expect. Yeah.
Sorry, some people are sending me text messages telling me that James is on. I'm like, okay, James is on. If you want to go watch James, go watch James. I'm not
Like I have
offended.
the It's like I have the
You know,
notifications too, people.
Exactly. The notifications are here. You know, go ahead and watch them. You're not going to offend me by any means. You know, go watch James if that's what you want to do.
Speaking of that, the other day you were talking about how you were having issues with getting notifications for people. Sometimes if you go over their page, unsubscribe and resubscribe and click the bell, that usually fixes that.
Actually, it was TBT here. How you doing there, Kev?
Hey, man, what's going on?
Oh, just sitting around shooting the shit, just talking crap, you know, stuff like that. But it was chaos. It was TBT the other day that was they were having that problem somewhere else, I think in Snorlord's channel. And when he said that, I did exactly that. I sat there and just unsubscribed from everybody and then resubscribed to them. And all of a sudden, like I said, today I got no ding, 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 ding. My goddamn phone wouldn't stop, for crying out loud.
Yeah, that's why I only put the bell on a couple people that I really want to listen to that I know do about 1 or 2 videos a week.
Yeah.
That way it keeps that annoying buzz down.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, if you had the bell on for every single one, oh, dude, your phone would never stop. It would just completely go. Well, and I went through everybody because I was subscribed to like 200 people. Like from people from like years ago that I haven't seen or watched, or I don't have interest in whatever that topic is anymore. So I've narrowed who I'm subscribed to. I've narrowed it right down to, I think there's probably about 20 or 25 now that are on my list of people I subscribe. I unsubscribed from TBT though. Fucking guys.
Oh, I would. Shit, I would too. I mean, I tried to unsubscribe from myself, but it wouldn't let me do it. So
content stealing motherfucker. Hey,
yeah, you got to go through and weed it out every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm over here just trying to drive and not kill four-wheelers since they decide they want to stop in the middle of the fucking interstate for some reason. Almost just
Don't you love that? Don't you love that? I love the ones that are afraid to do the speed limit, so they're doing 50 and a 75.
No. He was in dead stop. Dead stop.
I know, but I'm like,
there was an accident on the side of the road, but why are you in the interstate stopped? They were actually on the side. He stopped. I'm like, I roll over the hill, and I'm like, oh, shit. Now, luckily, I left me an out, and I freaking went around him, but I was like, you're an idiot.
Right?
Yeah. I get that. I usually get that through Michigan. I don't know what it is, but when I run 69, 94, or 96, or 75 through Michigan, I'm guaranteed to have at least one idiot pull that. Okay? The dead stop in the lane right in front of me. It's like there's 30 feet of shoulder he could have hit. Like, what are you doing? You know, there's 30 feet of shoulder you could have easily rolled out onto, and yet you've decided to stop right here in front of me. Thanks.
Not to mention the fact it's snowing, so I'm like, oh, let's see how this is going to roll.
Where the hell are you guys?
Well, we're in New Mexico. I'm about 2 hours out from Moriarty. I'm going to stop there for some fuel and kick into this little restaurant that we saw there that's pretty good called Chili Hills. It's a little mom and pop little thing across from the TA though. And it's awesome food though. Awesome food. So we're going to go fuel up and then go over there. And they got even a truck parking at the restaurant. So we're going to... Yeah. Mrs. is sleeping, so I'm gonna, when we get there, I'll wake her up for some din and, we'll go from there.
Who does the night driving? You or her?
We do a mixture, so I do like, I'm doing a 2 p.m. to 2 a.m., and then she does a 2 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a better split in my opinion. I was about to say, like, someone that gets to drive into the night and someone gets to drive into the day. That way you're not all night and all day.
Right.
Yeah.
So
kind of offset that.
We had it switched the other way, but it ends up with our run that we're doing from California to Mass. Our drop off is like at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's at night, and the freaking drop off area is kind of crappy. It's slushy and this, that, and the other, and And I told her, I said, you know, if you just want me to do the backing in that, and then you do the backing in the daytime when we do the pickups, I
Right.
think it's easier for her. So I said, I'll do all the nighttime backing and all that BS. And then she doesn't have to deal with that. So
Yeah. That's
You doing
how
a
I would do
reefer?
it.
what's that? No,
Are you
we're
running reefer?
dedicated. No, we're running dedicated U.S. mail.
Okay, I was thinking 2 a.m. That's got to be refrigerated or specialty.
Yeah. Just,
Well, no. If you're a team, right? Somebody's going to be running into the night. So,
Well, I meant
And
the
then-
delivery time.
oh no. Maybe.
yeah, we've done reefer before, like for Walmart and stuff, and yeah, we've definitely done those stupid 2 a.m. deliveries and shit like that. But with this one, it's live load and live unload, so it's no dropping hooks anymore. So, but it's a pretty decent operation. They usually get us out no later than in 45 minutes. We drop out, even pick up. They're all ready for us. You know, the mail must go through.
Yeah. So when it's late, we have to blame you too, though, eh?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, everyone's going to get their mail late in my freaking thing because we're 16 hours, like I said earlier, just sitting in. I think it was, I can't remember, it was before Flagstaff. Our company
Yeah.
shut us down. We had a mandatory shutdown. I couldn't even drive through it. They wouldn't let me. So I was like, okay. And then that party was, they even shut I-40 down completely. No one could get through. So we were just sitting at this truck stop, just twiddling our thumbs. We slapped and whatever. But I don't know. I was like, freaking, this screws us all up too because we got a Thursday pickup and we're supposed to do our reset. So I don't know how that's going to work. So we'll see how it goes.
Hey now.
Right on.
Hey, there's Mike.
What'd you
The
do?
Music
Jump out
Man.
of the truck? He's still got his jacket on, for crying out loud. You didn't even take your reflective vest off.
I just got no, it's a whole suit. I just got in the door. I'm just chilling out here. Hey now. See, I got a whole echo thing. Like the show's like a minute behind, and
Your mic is cracking.
yeah, let me just take that out. Hang on. There, how's that?
That's better.
That's
Yeah,
a
the
little
whole
better.
show was like I was hearing Brian from stuff he said 3 minutes ago, and everyone was talking, and then I could hear like the 2 a.m. stuff, and then the wall. It was like two conversations from one guy. There's a whole delay. I was like, "What's going on?" And then it kicks me right out.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
called lag.
Yeah, I had a whole bunch of lag. How's everyone doing?
We're doing all right.
Good stuff.
I'm sitting out in Iowa, and my clear sky just went to shit, and it's just starting to piss down rain on me here.
Oh, really?
I'm sitting here I'm sitting here rubbing I just rubbed my hand down my leg on my pair of jeans. I'm going, why is my leg wet? Right? It's dummy. Roll the fucking window up, right? Yeah, it's pissing down rain.
No, this is like a fire-resistant suit for oil, and it's like pajamas. I just throw my underwear on and hop in it, and it's the most comfortable thing I've ever driven in.
Oh, you got your
okay.
boiler suit on?
Yeah, I just didn't want to take it off because like I said, I was having trouble with that right leg, and I find if I'm wearing like jeans or anything, it feels like I have a compression thing on. These are big and baggy and comfy.
Nice.
Is that like the
Hold on,
NASCAR's fire suits?
Sorry, Brian, you said hold on. What's up?
No, I was just gonna. 690 made a comment. He's a good Canadian boy out in fucking BC there,
Yeah.
and he says he just quit his job. He's moving back to ore hauling back home. I'm just curious. I know he's a young guy, new to the industry and everything. Hopefully he's doing okay. Trying to figure out how to move back home. What about you, Robin? Well, no, Robin's not moving back home. Robin's not coming here. Brian is really quiet. Nah, Brian's not quiet. You know what? Brian did all of his talking the first hour of the show, ripping through the comments and keeping up with the comments. Now it's you guys' turn. The only thing is I can't turn it over to Chaos because he'll talk for 29 hours fucking straight. Well, that'll be the end of it. I'll be in bed sleeping and Chaos will still be talking.
Hey, you gotta give me a topic and I run with it.
Yeah, just to let you know, we got a call today. Company wants to possibly for us to jump ship over them, and we're kind of thinking about it. It's finally a terminal. They got a terminal out of Orlando, where we live in Florida. So it was like, ooh, finally a freaking company that we can actually, have a terminal that's near our house. We don't live in Orlando, but obviously we're close there. And it's running FedEx. So, and I'm like, okay. And so we're going to check them out, and they're offering us 84 cents a mile. So I'm like, all right. So I don't know. I'm not really sure if I want to go with that. Or
I feel
not,
like I'm living at Robin's house.
What's your opinion on it?
You know what? I'll be honest with you. What do you at for term here, Kev? You and Megan are what? 6 months into this company? Okay, guess he didn't want to answer that one. But
I still hear him.
You might be hearing me.
no,
No,
I can't see. We lost him for a second. He'll come. TBT will come back in a minute. To make a jump like that, if I was in that position, if I could get myself into a position with a company that's that much closer to my home, that's going to pay me a few more cents a mile, and it would run me as a team the way him and Mrs. TBT are running, would I take that chance? Yeah, I probably would, but I would investigate the hell out of that company. I mean, like, I would do my research. I would be talking to their drivers, talking to their owner ops, talking to their staff. I'd be in there. I'd be checking out because obviously TBT and Mrs. TBT would be company drivers. I'd be checking out their equipment. I'd be going over to their yard when nobody's around and walking around. I'd be checking their tires, their trailers, all their equipment, their tractors. What kind of equipment do they run? What's their maintenance schedule? This day and age, if I had to revert back and to being a company driver, that's what I would do. I would be ruthless, absolutely ruthless. And I would check everything in sight. Did you hear all that, or do I have to repeat it?
No, I got part of it when I was trying to jump back in. Yeah, I'm definitely going to research them quite a bit. I checked their website out, and they got like, so they it seems like they're offering the world. So right off the bat, with my I guess my mental thought was like, oh, these guys are full of shit. They're talking about Volvos that have, and I think they offer Volvos, Freightliners, and Pete's, and they all have APUs, inverters, fridges, televisions, satellites, freaking you name it, Butler. So, so they're offering everything in the, like I said, it was 84 cents a mile, and this paid patients and all this jazz. But according to their site, I mean, their website looks pretty good, but I'm going to look them up on FMCA, see what their CSA score, see some other shit.
Okay.
Make sure
that was my next suggestion. I want you to check their CSA scores. I want you to check their check their FSMCA, check out their CSA score. You want all that information.
I got 2-minute lag here.
How many points how many points do they have? How many infractions do they have? All of that information. And as well, okay, they're talking about, they've got, Volvos and Freightliners and inverters and all that.
I'm going to have to restart my phone and come back. I got major problems here.
Like I said earlier, I don't know if you caught it, but Kev, go to their yard when nobody's around and check out their equipment. Like, do a visual on their equipment. Check out their tires. Stick your head between their tires and check their hubs. Check their fucking brakes. Like, all of those little indicators say a whole lot. Like, just going through, like, I did it when I went over to ET, and I'm an owner operator, right? So I really didn't give a damn about their trucks, their company trucks.
Right.
But I did go through their trailers. I was going to be pulling all different variations of their trailers. And dude, I walked their yard for 2 hours. 2 hours I walked their yard until somebody actually came over and said, "Hey man, can I help you?" And that's when I said, yeah, I'm an owner op. I'm looking at coming over here. I have an appointment tomorrow to talk to such and such and da. And I went through all their equipment and I made notes of anything that I did, because it's the little things. If they're missing the little things and only taking care of the big things, it's not worth it. Right?
Right.
That means at some point or another, you're going to be sitting on the side of the road with a breakdown, and that's on you, right? It's your time.
Right.
If the
And
truck's not running, you're not making money.
Right, and I have like I think we have like 20 questions to ask, because obviously
Yeah.
we didn't ask all these questions for the company we came in, but what's your detention pay, what's your breakdown pay, what's your this, are you
Yeah.
going to put us in hotels if the shit don't work or whatever the case.
Absolutely.
So so we got a whole long list of plethora. So I definitely learned it from someone, I don't know who it was, who said that basically a driver should interview the company rather than the company interview the driver. So I'm going to do both. So I'm going to interview them just as well. Go ahead.
That was one of my videos that I did.
Yeah, probably. There
I
you
did
go.
that
See?
because basically when I go in to talk to a new company, I will bombard them with so many questions they can't get me out of there fast enough. Literally fast enough. And then what I do, Kev, is after I've spoken to them, I send a follow-up email with all of this stuff that we discussed and talked about, and I get their response on paper. That way I've got, because I don't trust anybody verbally. It's not like it was 30 years ago where you did a deal on a handshake. It doesn't work that way anymore. Right?
No.
So
especially from where I came from. My phrase was, as if it wasn't written down, it didn't happen. I don't give a shit what you tell me. Unless I actually physically trust you. That's a different story.
I'm very much like that today. Okay, I'm very much like that today in business. I will talk to you on the phone. I got no problem with that. Let's talk business. Let's throw this. Let's talk about money or whatever. But then there's always a follow-up email, right? Outlining everything that we discussed. And then, at the bottom of the email, so it was good talking to you about all of this today. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I'm going to either think about it, or I'll say, okay, we'd like to commit, or I'd like to commit, or whatever like that. But I always have it on paper, black and white. That way they can't come back to me, 6 months from now, or something happens and I go, well, the girl or the recruiter or whoever you're talking, they told me if the truck broke down on the side of the road, I got brake. Oh no, we don't do that. Well, she said, well, no, she doesn't work here anymore. Like that, and that kind of shit happens. So unless you've got it in black and white, and that's what I would do. But is it too good to be true? I don't know. A lot of companies these days, at least a lot of the Canadian companies, dude, they're loading out their trucks just because of driver retention, right? They're throwing everything in here, they're throwing everything in their trucks, including the kitchen sink, APUs, the what is that? Satellite service, everything. They're making these things as comfortable as possible just to keep drivers.
Yeah, and I think someone asked if they were all FedEx trailers, and they are. It's just power only. So, we're gonna run FedEx trailers. So, and so I mean, we have all our endorsements. So I guess it doesn't matter if we're gonna run dry van or doubles or whatever they want. But
is it dedicated?
I don't know. Well, I'm not really sure yet. I mean, it's just we kind of threw I think an application out, a month ago or whatever it was, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago at this company and whatever, and they just finally reached out to Megan and tried calling her, and she didn't, pick up, and then they sent a text, and then when we tried calling back, I think it was after hours because we're over here in, freaking the West Coast, so. I don't know where they were calling from, but we'll probably give them a call again or see if they return our call and go from there. But and then I ran into another guy though at Love's, and he started talking to me about something, and he has there's a small company he works for. He's trying to give me his card and said, we need teams, this, that, and the other, and give us a call and blah blah blah. And they're flatbed, so not that I don't have a problem with flatbed, but I'm an old fucker, so I don't know if I want to work that hard. So we'll see.
You know what? I don't know how old you are, but
I'm 50.
It's just my opinion. But the flatbed game it's a younger man's game. I'm out of it. Well, funny I'm saying that. I'm pulling a flatbed right now, but I for the most part, I would say I'm about 95% pulling vans now. I pulled flatbeds for 16 years. It just wreaks havoc on you, and I just can't do it the way the younger guys can. I just can't do it anymore at that pace.
Right.
You might want to
Well,
think about that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know if I'm going to do we're going to do flatbed, but I mean, I want to tell you right now, one endorsement I kind of wish I never got was hazmat. I'm running hazmat, and I'm trying to, that whole BS, trying to figure out, okay, I got this chemical and what placard I need to put up, and this, I think that's just a pain in the ass, but whatever.
You hear me okay, Brian?
Don't the shippers, aren't there shippers the shippers are responsible for the placards though, aren't they?
Yeah, you get the placards from the shippers. They're responsible to give it to you, but the driver's responsible to know what to put on the truck or the trailer.
Right.
So, I mean, they give you the bill of lading, and you got to know what that shit is. I mean, I got a hazmat clerk, so we got to look that up. And just like the other day when we were rolling, 3 of them, we had to make sure that we had a 3 and an 8, we had a 6, we had a this. It was like, and then of course the company only put like 2 placeholders on there, so I'm taping freaking the other placard on all 4 sides. And I'm like, all right. So
yeah,
but
I'm
it's
lucky
then you gotta put the numbers to the because if it's 6 and dangerous, you gotta put 3782 because that's that certain particular. I don't know. It's a pain in the ass. I don't think I like it. I may not renew my hazmat next year or whatever.
I didn't renew mine. The company once I left ET Transport, I didn't renew mine because the company I'm with doesn't run it. So
yeah.
And I don't plan to really go anywhere else, so I'm not. If all of a sudden these guys said, "Oh yeah, we're going to start running hazmat and everything," I wouldn't bother with it. It doesn't pay me enough extra to have it. Like when I was at ET, we got an extra 3 cents a mile to run hazmat. That's not enough money.
Yeah, we get 6. We get 6 cents extra. But the good thing about currently we get 6. Well, we get 6 cents even if we're not running. So it's just if you have it, you get 6 cents added on. So when you're not running hazmat, you're still getting that. But it's just a habit. And then we get an extra 6 cents if we have doubles. And then and so every time you get something, at least this company does that, this, that, and the other. But
right on.
I don't know. It is what it is. I'm just we're just trying to find something that I know that. Everyone said the smaller companies or the mid companies, I guess you would call it, are better than what we have. Yeah,
I've always tried. I've worked for, I guess in Canada it would be like the mega. I worked for Transex, I work for DeckX, which is Transex. But I've worked for the big companies, and then I've worked for the smalls, and I've always been more successful with the smaller company. Always. I've always made more money. I've always had better relationships. The company I'm with right now, if I'm not happy with something, I call the owner of the company. Like I don't have to go through my dispatcher, then my planner, then my coordinator, then my HR, then I don't have to go through 5 different people, right? I pick up my phone and I call Bruce. Bruce owns the company. And you know what? Problem solved.
Yeah, but you've also been in the industry for 30 years.
Or it doesn't get solved, but at least I'm talking to the right guy. When you're working with, like even with ET, I still had to go through 3 or 4 people before I could get any resolution to any problems I was having.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that, big companies, small companies, medium companies, it all depends on what it is. Because,
Yeah. Sandra, there's an echo coming off of you. Say something, Sandra.
Oh, Hope has the mic muted.
I can't hear her.
TBT, these aren't the droids you're looking for. She's R2D2ing on me.
Yeah, Sandra, we can't hear you. You're crackly. You're all staticky and crackly. You sound like an android.
But maybe that's me because, when I'm driving in New Mexico, it sucks.
No, you sound fine. You sound all right.
But like I said, it depends on whatever. Because, I mean, I don't mean to bring up Pneumatic, but, I mean, you know, I don't know his business, but obviously he's with a mega company and he's doing fantastic. And I get it, he's an owner operator, he's not a company driver, but you know, I think it just everything is relative depending on who you are and what you're doing.
It is. I think for you guys, I would definitely investigate it if it'll get you that much closer to home. Like, let's face it, Orlando is almost on your front porch.
Yeah. I mean, we're
Right.
even investigating. I don't know if she's, I mean, let's be realistic. I don't even know if she really wants to continue driving. She's kind of up in the air. So I think
Is she?
we may even consider just, if I look at this Orlando company and see what their solo is, maybe I'll just do solo. And they're offering also solo drivers. You're out Monday through Friday and back on the weekends to reset. So I may consider that. There's also, I guess, you know, to be honest, I'm considering a few other options as well. But,
Are you?
you know, yeah, you know, as much as I like trucking, I'm still getting the corporate world still contacting me about stuff. So I'm like, I keep trying to say no and no and no, but it's like after a while, it's like, oh, you want to keep saying those numbers? I might be going yes, yes, yes. I don't know.
Well, here, let me ask you: is it the money calling you, or is it the lifestyle that you're living in the truck, as opposed to maybe being at home and, you know, working that way?
I guess more.
What is it, or is it a combination of both?
I think it might be a combination of both. I mean, obviously, the positions they're offering me are all six figures, you know, executive positions.
Sure.
So that's nice. And then I'm home every night, and that's nice. And that means she's home every night. And I think she, like I said, she's not enjoying it as much as I am. I think it's just, you know, I mean, not that she hates it. I just think she prefers to be maybe more local. So that's something we're kind of thinking, but she's not, you know, making any decisions. She's just making sure. And, you know, we've only been out here 4 months, right? So, you know, I don't know. But if it decides to pull the trigger and she says, you know, I just don't want to do it, then I may say, okay, well, then we'll try that, you know, dedicated thing or whatever. I'll be gone Monday through Friday. I'll come home on the weekends. And, you know, you want to get a stay-at-home job, whatever, knock yourself out. You know, whatever. I don't know. We're still bouncing it around. But, I mean, this is the first time we ever got a call from the company since we're so new. And the reason they said they're thinking about bringing us on is, I guess, because of the school that we went to.
Okay.
Normally, for you to run, you have to be a certain, I guess, a year or more or something like that. But the school that we went to is one of the FedEx approved schools. So they said, you know, that we were kind of exempt from that and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So I don't know. We're kind of, anyway, just trying to kicking it around, you know.
You know, I've never been in your position. Well, I've been in your position where there's been times I've wanted to get out, but I've wanted to get out for different reasons than you're saying. I've never had somebody on the outside calling me, you know, with the carrot and the donkey type thing, going, come on, come work over here. I've never had that, but that's a tough call. That is a tough call.
It is.
But on the other hand, you know what? If 4 months is long enough, like I don't want you or Megan to do this for a year or 2 years and become completely fucking miserable, and then we're reading about your divorce. Don't let it get to that point. You know, 4 months is 4 months is long enough. You guys have been out here for 4 months slogging it out. Your home time has been really low. 4 months is enough. If you guys decide after 4 months this is not what you want to do and you can make a better life for yourselves, 4 months is long enough. Don't wait until, let's give it a couple more months and see if it changes. If after 4 or 5 or 6 months this ain't it, it's sort of like that video I made about the owner operator. It still applies to this situation. Don't wait 6 months until you're fucking miserable. If you're at the point now at 4 months where you're already having doubts, what do you think you're going to be doing in 6 months?
No, I get it. Yeah. I mean, there is one executive job that if they call me back on, I will take, because it's a position, a director with the national, let's see, I don't know, a national sports organization. Let's just leave it at that. I don't want to
Do
say
you
what
do you,
that is. So.
do you need a bodyguard? Like I can like do you need some you got something you can work me in there?
Oh, I'm sure. Or if I get that
Yeah.
position, I could definitely work you in.
You need
so-
you gotta there's gotta be something you need. You must need some protection or
I can always use an
transportation,
assistant.
something. There's gotta be
I
somewhere
can.
you
I'm
can
sure. I'm
squeeze
sure I can always use an assistant director. So
I'll take assistant director. Hey, dude,
There you
I'm
go,
a mathematician, right? So
there you go.
you got any problems with numbers? I'm the guy you want.
There you go. All right, then you can. You can just. You can run payroll for the division.
Fine, done.
Yeah. So.
We'll talk salary later.
Mm-hmm. I just got to look at the budget. But I mean, anyway, they. It's something that. But there's lots of things that I'm looking at, and whatever the case. But I just the more of the trucking thing. I thought it was interesting, and I was like, running FedEx. We run FedEx in the company I'm with now, so it's. I like it. It's drop and hook. It's easy. It's bam, bam. There's only a couple times I think I had to wait around because they didn't have the load ready or whatever. But 9 times out of 10, I'm always early too, so that's always my problem. So
sometimes it doesn't pay to be efficient.
No. I mean, the one time I didn't even know it because, I'm thinking, okay, I get there early and I get there at 11, and I guess I wasn't supposed to pick up at 3. And I'm like, is it ready? No, it's not ready. I'm like, why not? Because your load's not here. You're supposed to be here at 3. It's 11 o'clock. I'm like, oh shit, sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, I run into that all the time, right? And Darlene gives me hell for it. She's going like, why do you run like that? Because now you got somewhere, they're not ready for you, and you're sitting there burning logbook hours, right?
Right.
So she gives me hell, but what the hell?
Okay,
What the hell?
try getting Logan at Jeopardy then.
I think
Hello, I'm going to knock with your mom.
my opinion on it is, dude, if something better comes along, I'd take it.
Yeah.
I would. Again, like I said, don't wait until you're sitting there and you're not happy or you're disgruntled about trucking. 4 months, 5 months, 6 months.
Well, no, don't get me wrong.
It
I
doesn't
love
work.
trucking. I love it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, that's not, I love it. I don't mind being out here. I don't mind doing all this crap. I don't mind all the stuff that's happening. I enjoy it a lot. I think, but I guess maybe it's different for her and whatever. So we'll see though.
Yeah.
We'll see whatever's best. What I'm worried about though, of course, if I decide to do that Monday through Friday, I go out and she works at home and, it's over, at that point, because then, she's going to end up probably having more time to talk to Gar, and then, it's.
Yeah, that'll be the end of both of us, dude.
Yeah, so the next thing you know, I'm going to be like, she's going to be like, hey, the 5 days, if you want to do OTR like 30 days out, that's fine. Oh, really? Okay.
You know what though? You might find that you like the 5 days because I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Kev, I used to be out 3-4 weeks at a pop, eh? And
Right.
Now I'm out basically like Monday to Friday. I leave on Sunday and I'm home on Friday. And dude, I love it. And you know what? I make as much, if not more. I make more money than I did at ET. And I was out for 3 or 4 weeks working for them. I make more money, or at least equal to, running Monday to Friday, and I'm home every weekend.
Right.
Why? If you can do it and it works out for you, why the hell wouldn't you? You get to be home every weekend, and then you
Right. It's something we try probably. I mean, it's something probably if I don't decide to jump ship out of trucking, that's probably something we definitely look for, and then I'll give it a shot, and I'm sure that wouldn't be much of a problem.
Yeah.
I would say, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And then of course, at some point, if I stay with it, then I would, then would have to talk about the next step, and that would be, freaking getting keys of my own, and that's a whole nother world right there. But I don't want to put the cart before the horse.
Dude, is that something that you're kind of looking down the pipe at already? You're kind of.
I wouldn't mind doing that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that if I could. If she wouldn't mind and I wouldn't mind, and it worked out well, where I could do I could be gone like a week, and then come back on the weekend still as an owner op. Then yeah, I'd freaking do that in a heartbeat. But it's just first we got to see if, and that's one of the things when this popped up, and I looked at it and I told her, I said, you know, it's a team job, but, you know, they're also offering solos for this. I said, you know, if you really are considering about, maybe we consider you jumping ship and you go get, you know, back in the finance if you want to do that, which I seriously doubt. We both don't really want to go back to corporate world, but
Yeah.
because, you know, just the stress and the tension and the BS of it. But you know, if she wants to do at least anything she wants to do, I said, I don't know. I said, go freaking, you know, do what you want to do. I don't really care. You know, pick up, you know, I think she likes being go be a veterinarian. I said, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I'll give this a shot. And, you know, if it works out, then maybe, you know, we can maybe go to the next route. And, you know, and she's like, yeah, maybe, you know, I said, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
But I don't want to make this whole life about me. I just wanted your opinion on it. So,
Well, no, you know what,
Right.
man? I'll sit and talk all night about it with you if you want. You know what? I got nowhere to go. I got nothing to do, and you know, I genuinely like, and I have an interest in both you and Mrs. TBT. So, you know, I'd hate to see anything, but what I would hate to see the most is you guys get out of this business because you didn't get treated right, or you're disgruntled, or you've had enough, or you're frustrated. If you're gonna leave, I would like that you guys leave on your terms, not because you fuck it and had enough. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, so far, I mean, I'd say, I mean, honestly, even though I'm with Omega, I mean, they're not bad. They haven't done anything. They've tried to treat us pretty well, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that the only thing that bothers me is, and I think it's simply just because of the fact they are Omegas, is that, you know, I don't know, I guess we want to call it my former thought process, and I'm over there constantly going, well, you know, you guys could do this more efficiently. That's stupid. I don't like that. You know,
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, you know, you're not in that executive world, shut the hell up. That's none of your problem anymore. But if it affects me, then I start thinking, well, that's kind of stupid. Why are you guys doing that? Now you're making me sit over here doing nothing for 2 or 3 hours when y'all could have been more efficient over here.
Yeah. You know what? No, unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
that's part of the business. I'm notorious for that, and I got my pee-pee slapped a couple of weeks ago because I went around my dispatcher and my planner because I didn't think what they were planning and the way they were doing it and piecing the puzzle together, I didn't agree with it, and I thought that I could do it more efficiently, more cost effectively, and I could do it better. And I voiced my opinion a little too, I guess, boisterously. And you know, I had the owner of the company call me up and go, like, listen here, asshole, right? Like, this ain't your job. This is our job. And I actually had to back down and go, you know what? You're right. I don't know. I don't like it. And I still think I was right. And I don't think I was right. I know I was right. But it's not my name on the side of the door. I own the truck, right? I own the truck. It's my truck. I'm the owner operator, but I'm running on his name. His name's on the side of my door. So at some level, yes, I have freedom. Yes, I have all the shit. But there is a point where I crossed that line, and I did. And I know I did because she was she was crying. I'm not proud. I'm not laughing because I'm proud of this. Believe me, I wasn't proud of it. I did have to apologize to her, and I did. As much as I hated doing it, I did apologize to her. But you know what? I agree with you that there are times where I sit there and go, well, why am I dropping here and then going all the way empty over here? And I know for a fact you have a guy that's already over there and you're running him back to where I am for a fucking load. So you're crossing 2 empty fucking trailers, right? And who cares? You know what? I get paid. So who cares?
Right. And then I had to check myself on that, right? Because I remember this happened to me once when I was running this project on my previous job, right? So I'm running this project and I had this supervisor comes up to me and says, you know, they're complaining about money and this, that, and the other. And I ended up getting the contract raise and everything for them. And the guy comes up and he's talking about, you know, he's this, he's that, and he, you know, all this, you know, whatever. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, so, you know, he goes, I got to, you know, if you'd stop buying these vehicles, you know, because I had about, you know, 10, 15 vehicles on the project and this, that, and the other. And I'm buying new vehicles for the project to go forward with, you know, and we could take some of this money and then we could put it into the raise. And I'm looking at this guy and I'm like going, let me get this straight. You want me just not to buy 3 vehicles? Yeah. And so you want me to take about, let's just say the vehicles are $50,000 a piece after they're outfitted. That's $150,000. He goes, yeah. So on a $25 million annual project that I have, you want me to take $150,000 and spread it out with 300 people? He goes, yeah. And that's going to give you how much money extra? And he's
Yeah.
kind of looking at me like, I said, I think you need to stay in your lane because you're talking out your ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of like, that's not going to save, this is not going to give everyone the money that you want. And I'm like going, he's just kind of like, oh, well, that's okay. I said, have a good day. And I'm just kind of like, but I was like, it just kind of made me laugh when you were saying that because I was thinking of this guy going, okay, he's going to tell me how to do my job and he's clueless. Yeah. Not that you're not clueless. You're probably actually correct, but I get the same thing. I kind of start looking at the project and I start looking at it and I start going, well, if we do this and we cut there and we do that, that would be more efficient. And then I got to tell myself, shut the hell up. You're not in that position. You're just a fucking driver. Get behind the wheel and shut up.
I'm the same way. I'm the same. So, the problem I've got is with certain companies that I've worked at, the people that have been in the positions of, say, dispatch or coordinator, none of them have ever driven a truck, right? None of them have ever done my job. And I always thought that, and even the HR people, right? HR and all of the people that are responsible for my reviews and my money and all that kind of shit, none of them have ever come out here and turned a fucking wheel. Yet all of these people combined are responsible for my livelihood and how much money and whatnot that I can make. And I've always said to them, I says, like, I can come in the office and I can do your job. You come out here and do mine. And then you've got the right to tell me how to do my job. Unfortunately, the place I'm at now, the fucking owner is also a driver. So I can't even say that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right? Because he can. Mm-hmm. He can jump in a goddamn truck and he can go do the freaking job. And it's like, son of a bitch, right? But most of the time, like, let's face it, most of the people I guarantee you, most of the people in your offices, with the mega that you're at, most of those people, none of them have turned a wheel.
Oh no, I'm sure they haven't. I mean, I know some of the people that have it in breakdown hasn't, because I've called them. I don't know if I told you this before. I called them one time and I said, yeah. I said, I need, I can't remember what was up with my fifth wheel at the time. And I was like, the fifth wheel. And the guy on breakdown goes, so your fifth wheel's flat? I said, excuse me? He goes, you got a problem with your fifth wheel? Is it flat? Did you get a flat tire? I said, my fifth wheel. He goes, yeah. I said, do you know what that is? He goes, that's one of your wheels on your truck. And I went, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Am I with payroll? I said, I thought I was calling breakdown. No, this is breakdown. I'm like,
yeah, that's rough.
Company, and we had a crack in the tandem in the air tank in the back of the trailer, and Megan calls and says, we got a cracked air tank. We're going to need to get it welded, or we need a new trailer because our brakes are not going to hold. And the guy goes, so you lost your AC in your trailer?
Is this the same guy?
No, it was a different guy. That was my thing. It was like, another person in breakdown. And I'm like going, she goes, they think that we have AC in our trailer. I said, we don't have a reefer. Tell him it's a tandem tank. It's not the reefer. No, I did tell him that. He went, what? He goes, I don't know. It was just, it's just crazy, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So,
I don't plan to be no mechanic.
You know the feeling then, right? When you're talking to somebody that never driven a truck, never been out here, never done it, the frustration is real. So, when you sit there and you think about, I could do this job better than you monkeys can, you're probably right. And
speaking of, now, did you ever think about all your trucking experience, and obviously you're intelligent with the business side, did you ever think about getting from behind the wheel and going behind the desk?
Yes.
In a position?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been offered that.
Right.
I've been offered
just
that.
Not your cup of tea?
Well, no, I enjoyed it. I'll be honest with you. I enjoyed it. There was years back, I got injured, so I had to come out of my truck, and the company I was with The director of operations happened to be a guy I went to high school with. So we were a long time. We'd been friends for, 20 years or 25 years. And he said, well, let's park the truck and we'll bring you into the office. And for 2 years, I worked in the office. They put me, they basically put me with a dispatcher. So I learned that job. And then next thing you know, I was dispatching my own fleet of 45 trucks. And then I went from that, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, this is okay, but like, what does this guy over here do? Well, he's a planner. Okay, I want to learn that job. So for 2 years, I was an absolute sponge, just a sponge. I went through that entire office. The only thing I didn't work was billing, because that came out of Winnipeg, right?
Okay.
So I did it all, and then I found out that, wait a minute, I've got a knack for this, right? I've got a knack for this. I was able to do shit. I was able to do shit in my head that they needed computers for when it came to planning and moving trucks around in different areas of the countries, between the two countries. And so I had a really good knack for it, and I was really, really good at it. And then I had to make the choice, okay, I'm all healed up. I can go back in the truck, or I can stay here and do this. And there was about a fucking $100,000 difference between the money.
Oh, okay.
Right now, would it be a good retirement gig? Like, say, let's just say I decided tomorrow, let's sell the truck. I'm sure there's companies out there that would, obviously I'd clean myself up and whatnot like that, but there are companies out there that would pay for what I know, for my experience.
Right. I mean, I know that Chicken Hawk has said something about. I'm sorry, not to interrupt. I know Chicken Hawk has mentioned something, because I figured with your background, and you would have maybe decided to go with a couple more trucks and then maybe do a fleet yourself, or carrier and that kind of jazz. And then I talked with Chicken Hawk one time, and he said that's more of a headache than it's worth, and it's not that much more unless you get really a lot of trucks. So is that something you've never wanted to do? Really, you never really wanted to go into that world? Oh, okay.
TBT, we've done it. We've been a multi-truck operation before.
And okay.
Unless, and Chicken Hawk is right, unless you're up at, 8, 9, 10, 12 trucks, right? And you can kind of step out of the truck or back off the truck and run what you're doing. Spectre is a good example of that, right? SoCal is a good example of that. But unless you're in that position, but if you're just going to mess around with 2 or 3 trucks, it's a lot more work than it's actually worth. And the money that you're going to make is not worth the lack of sleep and stress and headache you're going to get. And that's my opinion, only by experience, what we went through with it. And, if I was going to ever do that again, first of all, I'd make sure that I had a whole lot more money banked than I do right now. I would make sure that I had at least a couple $100,000 just sitting there, and I don't mean a credit line with a couple $100,000. I mean, I would want a couple $100,000, the trucks, because I would do it right. I would do it right. I'd be buying brand new equipment. I wouldn't be messing around. I'd be buying brand new equipment with warranties, with the APUs. I'd want 9 mile per gallon trucks. I'd want, new or newer, the newest trailers that I could afford. I'd want the skirts. So I know that the investment that I'd be putting up to do that. And then now you got to get those trucks working to pay that investment. Just that equation alone. Okay, I'm now into this for $2.5 million. Now I need to pay for this. Do you know how stressful? Well, you do know how stressful that is if you're running a $25 million operation.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
now,
I caught a little bit of.
Imagine running that $25 million operation, and that's your money. Think about the stress that you were under running that when it was somebody else's money. Try doing it when it's your money.
Oh, I'm sure that's gonna like quadruple that stress, because that's all out of my, that's gonna be my credit, my, and then usually when you're getting into that, you're all in. So that, everything. You are. Yeah. So, I mean, I caught a little bit because I had to jump off for whatever reason. I caught a little bit of DIYs, I think end of the year, whatever he was doing and whatever. And and I think he has 7 trucks or 8 trucks now or something like that. He was mentioning
Yeah.
and how he went, and then he kind of, I don't know if you caught it. He spoke a little bit about some of the stressors that he had to deal with, and then this, and then the amount of people that you're hiring and then firing and letting go, and then whatever the case.
Yeah. I'm at the point now in my career that I'm winding it down. I think Chicken Hawk's in the same position as well. I'm winding it down. If I was gonna make a jump and say for example, like Spectre does. Spectre's 10 years younger than I am. Right? I would do this 10 years ago. I'm not doing this at 53. Right? I'm just not. My career is winding down. I've got maybe at best 5 years left. Maybe at best, probably closer to 3. So no, at this point in my career. But would I come out of the truck and take a shot at, say, an operations manager for a trucking company? Yeah, I'd look at something like that. Would I work with safety and compliance in a trucking company while you're working with drivers, safety and compliance? Yeah, I would, because those are the types of guys, in my opinion, those are the types of guys you want in those positions, right? Guys that have been out on the road for fucking 20 years, 25, 30 years doing the job. Those are the guys that are, when the guys are phoning in, they're not going as your fifth wheel flat,
Yeah.
And that's just the way I am. When I'm dealing with safety and compliance, or I'm dealing with even my dispatcher, I get frustrated, right? Because, my dispatcher, she goes and she says something. She goes, well, it's only 90 miles. So that's an hour and 30 minutes. I said, well, yeah, but that's Google time, because that's what Google tells her. Right? Well, 90 miles going from Berlin, New Jersey to the port of Newark, that's a 2.5-hour drive, even though it's 90 miles. Right? But they don't get that because they've never done the job. Right? Or they'll look at something and they'll go, oh, well, it's 555 miles. That's only going to take you 8 hours. Well, yeah, if you run through Google and you run through all the non-truck routes and you do whatever, but if you have, say, a retired dispatcher or a retired truck driver, or somebody who's at least been in the industry, who's driven a truck, who's done it for a few years, that has an idea. In my opinion, if I was a company owner and I was setting up a company and I was going to have, say, 20 trucks, my dispatchers would all be ex-drivers. My safety coordinator would be an ex-driver, with a possible, like, a little bit of law background or something like that. I'd make sure that I had all the right people in those positions. So that way, when any one of the drivers phones in with any kind of possible situation, the person on the other end of that phone is gone, okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, maybe we can they can work it out. You're not having to come up with stupid ideas and somebody on the other end of the phone going, well, hold on, I have to phone Bob and see what he says, and because she doesn't know, or he doesn't know, or whoever. That's just me. That's the way I am. I think that, every trucking company, when guys start to wind down, offer them a job driving or dispatching or coordinating.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering though that by the time that you get them enough seasoned or whatever, are they going to be like burnt out where they don't want to do anything with trucking? Is that to the point?
Yeah. Well, the other thing is, you got to remember that dispatcher. I don't know what
I think.
I don't know in the U.S., but I know that dispatchers up here are not that well paid. Like, I know the dispatchers, when I was in the dispatch room, I know that most of those people in there, they were all making like fucking $38,000 a year.
Mm.
Now, let's say if it was 50 grand a year, I couldn't live on. Well, if I'm retired, I could, but if I was at my right now at 50 grand a year, I couldn't live on that. I couldn't live on 50 grand a year.
No, I couldn't either. So.
Hey, is this working?
Yeah, it's working now. What the fuck,
oh my God. Fuck, dude. I don't know.
I grabbed my old Samsung 10 and I plugged it in and charged it. I had lag and delay and just you'd be sitting there smiling and I'd be listening to your last 3 minutes of you talking. And then TBT would be talking. I'd hear like 3 of his. It was like 9 people talking, but it was only the 2 of you. All I fucking wanted to do was come home, fucking mellow out, have a beer, jump on your show, say hi, hang out with some peeps. And I was just like, techno problems.
Hey,
Yeah,
I wanted
Thanks
to
for
say something to
Thanks for
TBT.
putting up with me. I'm sorry if it was irritating.
Oh, you're not
Yeah.
irritating, Randy. You're not. You're awesome. But I wanted to say something to TBT because you're in my neck of the woods, and you said you were going across the street from TA in Moriarty. If you would, I mean, I got a better place for you to go, and this is where I even go park my truck. It's if you stay on 66, don't get on I-40, and go east, and go all the way to the edge of town. There's a truck stop. It's like the very last one in Moriarty. It's going east. It's on the south side. It's called Lisa's Truck Stop. They got a chrome shop, a chibi shop, a restaurant. It's a small mom and pop place, but they got excellent food there. And so check it out since you're going to be going in that area. It's better than the TA. I got to tell you that. But okay, did you get that?
I didn't. No, because my internet broke up. What was the name of it? No, I wasn't going to eat at the TA. I'm going to gas up at the TA. I'm going to go across the street.
Yeah, you can
Chili
even
Hills,
gas up.
But
You can even gas up at Lisa. It's called Lisa's Truck Stop.
oh, Lisa's Truck Stop. Yeah, I heard about Lisa's Truck Stop. I can't gas up at
Yeah.
Lisa's Truck Stop, but I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's
I
all
can
the way
only
at
gas
the
up at
end.
the TA, but
Don't get on the interstate. Stay on Moriarty, right on the road where TA is, and go east, and go all the way down. You'll go through a light, and then just keep on going. It's the very last building there on the east side of Moriarty. I live right there. That's where I live, right at the border of
okay.
Edgewood.
Thanks
And yeah, I live like about 5 miles away from the
Jet
TA.
pilots work 10 days a
Yeah.
month to make good money.
That's what I should have done. I should have been an airline pilot, man.
Oh, dude, I know a couple of people right now that are 47 to 57, 3 of them, and they're fully retired with pensions, moving on to a second career. And I'm just like, fuck did I do wrong?
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Seriously.
One of my old general managers is going through that right now. He's
Set for life.
he's getting his pilot license. He says, I'm going to get out of this crap. I'm going to go freaking become a pilot. And I'm like, all right, good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Maybe when I was 20 and my eyes were good, but not now.
Oh yeah, I can barely.
Yeah,
I
too
don't
late
even
for
drive
me.
my truck anymore, dude. I don't even drive my truck. I just aim it. Right.
They'd take one look at me and say, okay, now we got to put in counterweights. Great.
Yeah.
Or the plane will be going sideways.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you look out your window, the left wing is dipping. That's my fault.
Going around in circles. I mean, he'll just go
I
around
brought
in
my brother
circles.
today, so he's in the passenger seat, so that'll equal that out.
I'm just
Talk about the
making some
mathematics on that.
Pardon me, I'm
Okay.
just making some silly fat jokes. I'm
Look
sorry.
at this. We
It's
got
okay.
29,000 pounds of fuel in the right wing, and we got Campbell sitting on the left.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Chicken
And
Hawk
they
needs to join
They
this.
say we're
this
going to go
live.
down if we don't start throwing out heavy things, and the pilot would be the first one to go.
Chicken Hawk needs to get on here. He's the only pilot that's probably in the chat right now. He needs to chime in.
Chicken Hawk is a chicken. That's why
He's
his
a
name is a
chicken.
chicken hawk. He
I'm
will
still
not,
trying. I'm still just,
You
you know, I'm,
he will
and-
not
and-
come
and-
on the live. He will not.
well, he needs to come on the live because I'm still trying to figure out how 11 gallons and 13 gallons equals 27 gallons because that's what he said in his video. So I didn't know if that was pilot math or if that's trucker math, but
Hey, you caught
I'm
that
still trying
too,
to-
eh? You caught
I-
that too when he.
I give him crap all the time about it. I love the guy.
Do you?
I'm like, dude, yeah. I go, where does 11 gallons and 13 gallons? How does that make 27 gallons? How does that work? And I'm like,
I caught that
you know,
as well, but I never said anything to him about it. I
Oh, I
totally
gave him
forgot
shit.
about it.
I give him shit all the time.
I was,
he's a hell of a guy. But the funny thing is, you know, when you watch that
I'm
video,
back.
which everyone should watch,
I
especially if
hit
you
the
want to know
wrong
about
button.
aviation a little bit, right? Did you notice that when he checks
Uh-oh,
the
what did I
fuel,
do
and then
now?
he just takes the fuel and just throws it on the ground, and I'm like going, you just dump the
Yeah.
fuel in your hangar? I'm like,
If you can hear
that's how
me,
it
it's
works.
this storm around me. It's going crazy. It's cutting me off. I better go, okay? See you guys.
See you, Doty.
Yeah. So yeah, you see the video, and he just on each side he checks it. Oh, make sure there's no water in it. It was very interesting, and he
And
just
then
throws
he
it on the ground,
tosses
and I'm
it.
like, yeah, and I'm like going, wait a minute, did he just throw freaking fuel on the floor where his plane is sitting? And I'm like going, is that how that shit works? I would think that's a huge, you know, maybe a good fire hazard. I don't know if someone drops. I don't.
Well, I don't
maybe
know.
not.
Is aviation fuel? I'm assuming it's flammable. Is it not
I
flammable?
would assume when they hit the ground and they come
I
into a
would
big
as-
ball of flame, that's what
I would
usually
assume
comes
jet
in, but-
fuel's pretty volatile.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, that's just me.
On top of that, I'm so goddamn cheap. I'm looking at the $12 worth of fuel he just threw on the ground. Right?
Yeah.
What are you
Just
making? Are you making so much money you can just throw airplane fuel, aviation fuel, you just throw it away?
Just put that
But
anywhere.
I just thought it was just like, it must be like he's used to the truck stop. He just throws all kind of fluids on the ground. I don't know. I mean, I'm like going, but that's his hangar. And I'm like going, why are you throwing stuff on the ground? And then maybe I'm thinking in my head, I was meant to ask him that. And I'm like going, maybe he's got a bucket. Maybe he's throwing it in a bucket and I just don't see it. And I'm like going, but I'm like, he did it on the other side too. And I'm like,
No,
going,
he did it on both sides, TBT. He did it on both sides.
Yeah,
I thought
I'm
maybe
like,
the same thing when he did it on the first side. I thought maybe he was dumping it in a bucket, but no, then he did it on the second side, and he didn't even try to hide it. He actually, it looked like he went like, choosh, and he fucking tossed it. And I'm like, that's fuel. Like, what are you doing? Oh, look at him. He's trying to justify it.
well, he needs to get on here and justify it. Tell him to get on the link.
Where do you want me to put it?
I was topping off my tanks anyway, you pricks, and now he's going, where did you want me to put? How about putting it back in the tank, you dumbass? It didn't have any water in it. If you're doing your little test and there's no water in it, open the fucking cap and put it back inside. Don't throw it on the ground. It's not good for the Chicken Hawk. You're killing the environment. You're not leaving a safe place for my kids to grow up. I don't like you. Chicken Hawk's out. Get him out. He's done.
From what you guys were saying, I thought maybe he was paling off like we do with our oil tanks. Like when we load them, we got to go down and prime up the pump, and then we gotta pail off a couple gallons to get the water and the shit and the crap out. Yeah. But we throw it down a disposal mechanism. We don't chuck it on the ground to shell.
Chicken Hawk's got this little device, right? He puts it into the little hole for his fuel tank. It shoots like 6 ounces of fuel into the device, and then inside it tells him if there's any water in the fuel.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. But
yeah.
It's still 6 ounces of fucking aviation fuel, and the guy, he takes it and he throws it on the ground, just splashes it right there on the ground, and I'm like, what are you doing? You know, Mike, you've known me for how many years? Would I throw away 6 ounces of fuel?
No, I think you drink. I think you drink it first.
Exactly, right?
Maybe it evaporates instantly. I don't know.
I'm curious on if the insurance investigator comes over and goes, is there any reason why the hangar burnt down? Do you have any idea? You know, the investigators are saying there's jet fuel all over the floor. Did you have a leak? Oh, it must have been a leak. Absolutely.
I wouldn't want that on video anyways, just in case.
Chicken Hawk,
my disposal mechanism is the fucking ground.
Chicken Hawk, come in and explain yourself, please. You're not
the fucking ground.
My disposal mechanism is the fucking ground. That is genius. That's genius. And it'd be my luck, right? I'm going to go down and I'm going down to hang out with him. He's throwing fuel all over the ground, and I'm walking through with a lit cigar. Boom! I'm done. Right?
I guess he figures he's flying away from it, so what the fuck does he care?
Yeah, exactly. Have it catches fire.
I'm out of here.
Okay, WC Invaders going, when he was a pilot in training, that's what every instructor taught them to do. Throw the fuel on the ground. Why can't you put it back
Really?
into the? Why can't you put it back in the tank?
Why can't you put
I
it
know
in a?
it's six. I
Why
know
can't
it's
you
only
put it in
6
a bucket?
ounces. Well,
Is that
yeah,
is that
put it
not
in a-
considered a fire hazard? I mean,
Of course it is.
but if you're saying the instructors tell them to do it, it must be something that's okay. It just must be a normal. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to tell you right
You know
now.
what?
I worked at a Category X airport, and I'm going to let you right now. You do one drop of fuel that hits the tarmac. No, there's a fuel spill, and the freaking fire department starts rolling out. So it must be a little different. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That must be backwoods flying. Who knows?
Well, you know what? You know the old saying that you don't have to be that bright to be a fucking pilot. I guess it's true, right, Chicken Hawk?
Who knows?
I'm gonna fucking needle him and needle him and needle him and needle him until he fucking either comes in here or he leaves. One or the other.
Yeah. I was trying to get on when Chaos was on. I was sitting here. He came on. It was funny because I was checking my phone and I had his intro we did a long time ago. I never played it. I was going to play it for him. It's fucking awesome.
Oh. Yeah, Invader, I know that you're testing it for water. But if it comes out, like you can see if there's water in it. So if there's no water in it, why throw the fuel away? Dump it back in the fucking tank. If there's water in it, well, then you've got another fucking problem altogether because that means there's water in your fuel tanks. Then you're draining it all out anyway. And hopefully, well, if I know Chicken Hawk, he's going to empty the whole tank out on the floor now. You know?
He's going to pull the fuel filters and dump them on the floor.
Oh, yeah, he'll just unscrew the caps under both wings and just stand there and watch it drain. Yeah, there's what 40 gallons worth of fuel you just fucking dumped out onto the ground.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
I'm going to tell you though. I mean, I pre-trip when I started this. Obviously, I'm a rookie, and pre-tripping a truck, I was like, well, it's a lot of freaking shit to know. But after watching his thing, and you have to pre-trip that thing, and I'm like going, man, no wonder these guys have cards where you can't like miss a thing. I mean, it's like everything under the sun that you got to check this, check that, check this, check that, check this, check that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It was a great video though.
Come on, live.
I thought it was a great video.
What
obviously there's a lot of shit on there that obviously I wouldn't know.
Oh, really?
It was interesting as hell. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
you got to think about it this way, right? I'm driving my truck. Yes, I pre-tripped my truck this morning, but my truck isn't flying at 15,000 feet. And if it if something happens to my truck, I'm going to be okay. At 15,000 feet, if it's something that you missed on your pre-trip, you're going into the Everglades and they're never going to find you again.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those YouTubes, or quite a bit. There's some YouTube videos on what happens, and especially some of these Cessnas that fail and they make it and they land. I try not to watch the ones that they end up crashing. The ones that they make it and whatever. And some of the crazy stuff that they'd have to do because let's say they had an engine failure or they had this failure, and then they happen to be, they had a GoPro on there and stuff. It was amazing how some of these guys just stay calm. Whatever. I mean, I'm used to being calm.
I'm going to go down there and I want to fly his plane. I'm gonna drive his brother's vet. I'm gonna drive his sister's fucking Porsche, and I'm flying his plane. He doesn't have a say in the matter. If I'm getting in the plane, I'm flying it. Because I'm gonna openly say this. Okay? And you guys can all hold me to this. Because I've seen his plane. It's a Cessna. So we know what it looks like. We've all seen the video. We've seen him flying it. And if he's flying, I've seen him drive a truck. So if he's flying an airplane, how fucking hard can it be? Really? Like, how fucking hard can it be to fly that airplane? You pull it forward, the flaps are there, you turn, you got your fucking rudder pedals. How fucking hard can it be, for Christ's sake? I can drive a go-kart, I can fly an airplane. So I'm flying his airplane. He doesn't know it yet. Don't tell him. Nobody say a word. He doesn't have any idea I'm doing this, but I'm flying that plane when I go down there.
Well, I'll keep my eye on the CBS late night news to find out how that worked out for you.
Yeah. You'll find out some Cessna buzzed the tower in Orlando.
I've docked some hours myself on Microsoft, so I think I could probably fly a plane pretty well. So, that simulator.
Exactly.
So, I think personally flying the plane might be is not as hard as you think. I think it's more of when something goes wrong, that's where you earn your bread and butter of going, keeping your head calm and going, now, how do I fix this problem without freaking obviously plummeting 15,000 feet?
I agree with you, but think about it in terms like this. Right now, you're driving a fucking vehicle that was 80,000 pounds, that's 78 feet long from nose to tail, doing 62 miles an hour. And if something goes wrong right now, you better have your shit screwed on fucking tight to be able to take care of that, right?
Well, absolutely. Or that truck I told you earlier.
Well, then what's the
difference?
If I'm
No,
at
you're right.
15,000
You're right.
feet, if I'm at 15,000 feet and something goes wrong, up there with a Cessna like that, if the engine quits, the thing becomes a glider.
Parachute.
Right?
Yeah, but the biggest thing is where are you going? Where are you going to land that thing? And depending on if there's not somewhere you can land it, that's the problem.
I'm not
right?
landing shit. I'm jumping out with a parachute.
No, I've jumped out of a plane at 15,000 feet, but that's different. That's
why does the pilot have a
was supposed
parachute
to.
on and we don't?
Yeah, that would scare the shit out of me there. That's when you start raising, going, huh? What?
Yeah, well, I'm holding him to it. I'm holding him to it. How fucking hard can it be?
You have to stay calm in an emergency. People ask me what happens if the engine quits. I tell them we will know the outcome in about 6 minutes.
That's a good answer, man. That's a good answer.
We'll figure this shit out. Stay with me.
Dish canoe.
Hey, we heard that. Who pissed you off now?
Just some truck decided he wanted to freaking pull in front of me about 2 inches from my bumper when I'm going on a 4% downgrade.
I love that.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah,
It's my favorite. It's my favorite part of the day.
A little four-wheeler that thinks, oh, it's all right. I'll just cut right there. I'm like,
Yeah, they don't want to be behind you. They get afraid when they're beside you, so they want to jump into that safe place in front of you and reduce their speed by 20 miles an hour. I've never understood that. Oh, I feel safe in front of this big truck.
Wow. Well, gentlemen, I hate to cut short, but for some reason I've got something going on with my stomach right now, and I'm thinking I need to run for the boys' room. So,
all right.
Well, thanks for having me on.
See you later.
Thanks for coming in, Mikey. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay,
GBG,
bye.
Drive safe the rest of the night, guy. Be good, Kevin. All right. Sorry to cut this one short. I know we're only at like 2 hours and 40 minutes, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling good. Something's come up. It was either something I ate or something's trying to eat me. So I think I'm going to call this a night and go inside, take a quick trip inside and see if we can't fix this. So I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for the night. And we'll see you probably in a couple days. All righty. Later.